what's up, everybody? Welcome to Saturday night's game. Back with the same old crew. This time we're playing Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden, and our DM is Drake. Take it away, sir.
What's up, everybody? Happy Saturday.
I love you,
September
man.
12th, 2020, and we are our first peek, and it's a peek because I don't even have the module or the book yet, at Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden, and we're in session 0. So tonight we're going to roll up characters, and these assholes down here, can you guys hear me? You got your hearing aids turned up?
Yeah.
These guys are going to pick their classes. Now, there've been some little discussion about classes and races, but before we can really get rolling, I want to give you guys a little bit of art so you can get your toes feeling for where your characters are currently. Your characters should be from the 10-town area, so they could be anywhere from on this map. To include the Sea of Moving Ice out here, if you chose to. But right now, see how broken up the ice is? It's not so broken up right now. It's almost totally frozen. So, you might not want to be a penguin.
They need more pollution.
Just saying.
You might not want to be a penguin.
A Kenku penguin. Sven. But 10 Towns is the prominent area that I am familiar with, and I know all the towns and stuff out there. But it is a hostile and cold environment. The temperatures average below -30 is the average temperature up here. However, it has been known to reach the coldest temperatures on Toril, which in Earth coldness is also pretty close to it at -110. So it does get cold up here. So the people here, stay inside a lot and get warm.
Can we just move south?
You can
relocate to Cholt?
That is not part of this adventuring module. So if your character decides he wants to move to Florida, then you're gonna have to roll up somebody else. Because I am not taking Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden into Florida. It's not happening. She will melt. I don't care how cold that
So
bitch is.
you're saying that what's directly south of Icewind Dale on the map is Florida? Is that what you're saying?
Oh no!
Right below the spine of the world.
Cholt.
Oh, okay.
Well, spine
Florida
of the world's
is
right there.
just east of Cholt. Yeah.
Right below spine of the world is armpit of the world, which is Florida.
Which is actually Luskin, but yeah, you're pretty close.
Okay, I got it.
Same crime. A little different temperature though. All right, so we're gonna actually let you guys in Fantasy Grounds Unity. They do have 2 ways to build your characters currently. The old way is on the characters deal, you're gonna hit the plus button and give yourself a character sheet, which you guys have already done and put your character portraits on there very nicely for the stream. Thank you very much. The other way would be is to hit the star button, which is the open character wizard that they've come out with. It's still in beta. We did a little play test with it, and there's a couple of minor glitches that made us think, well, let's just do it the old way since we know it, and just play with the new way. But playing with it, it's pretty cool.
You missed it,
especially making rolls. But tonight, the players have 2 choices on the way they're gonna roll up their ability scores, which is the first thing we need to do in Fantasy Grounds is ability scores. They can first they're gonna roll 46 and drop the lowest outcome. So we're gonna roll a d20 and go in order from highest to lowest for these guys to see who gets to go first.
46.
So go ahead, you guys roll a d20 in the chat, please.
What the hell?
Rob
My
with a
D20 just
16. He
shot
wants to get
off
it
the
out of
board.
the way. Oh, another 16. 15. The competition's high for first, as we got
Wow.
2 first and 2
Jesus.
second places.
Who has the highest decks?
So Marbania, we just pretty much, you can go get another slice of pizza or whatever.
Yeah. I'll be back later, man.
Because Rob and Diablo Bob, let's see who goes first. Give me another roll.
Inspiration on that.
All right, so Rob goes first, and then Matakuri and Sven, let's see who goes third.
Getting them rolls out of the way.
All right, so order is Rob, Bob, Ben, Matt, and Marbania.
All
To
right.
roll up your 46s.
Here I
and we're going to
go.
take a quick little screenshot of that so we have those stored for you guys. I will. So hold on, let me clear chat real quick. And go ahead, Rob.
Okay. Snap!
Rob wastes no time in
Snap!
pushing buttons.
Look at that shit, baby!
Yeah,
Holy shit!
what's your dump stat?
My dump
Having
stat.
7.
All right, so I'm gonna type. You want me to type in the chat like?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
exactly what you got.
So 9, 9, 16, 13. Damn, 16, 7.
7.
Okay.
It looked a lot better than that.
It looked a lot better with the numbers
Yeah.
that they were actually there. Yeah. Okay.
So your choice, Rob, is you could take these,
Yes.
or you can use the standard array.
Okay, so 15, 14,
Wow,
13.
that'd be a tough one.
Oh, yeah, you know what?
I
14,
think I'd do
13,
the standard
12, 10.
array.
I'm going to use the fucking standard array. You're damn right I am. That was fun, though.
All right, so Rob's using standard array. That's easy to keep track of. And when you do your numbers, whoever's going next, just do them in one row, not individual
Oh, nice.
lines.
Okay. I think I'm actually going to use that.
I didn't even know that. That's awesome.
There's your tip for the week.
Unity. There's a lot more die roll mechanics.
Oh, that's only for Unity, right?
Yeah,
So
and it's
you can
exploding dice too, which is awesome.
You guys can hotkey that, everybody. You can type that in chat, hotkey it, and then just click it 6 times.
Do you want to yeah, clear? All right.
That is fucking amazing. Hashtag standard array.
Wow.
All right, so 10, 11,
You're the
11,
winner,
10,
Bob.
11,
You are the
and
winner.
9. You are
I'm gonna
just
go
the
standard array.
average.
Fuck
You
that.
gotta
Just
keep
the-
those. You gotta keep those.
Like-
You're an average guy.
Fuck that.
Just,
Oh my god.
10,
I'm a
11,
commoner.
11, 10, 11, 9.
I am a commoner. Fuck that. I'm going
That's pretty
standard
much
array.
par for the course for Diablo Bob's rolls, though. Pretty average.
That is true. That is true. Now
All
watch.
right,
if
who's going
I roll
next?
one more, I'll get like an 18. Just fuck it.
So yeah, so Bob's doing standard array. That's 2 doing standard array. See how the DM just helps you guys out? I don't want wimpy ass characters, you know. All right, who's third? Rewind the stream. I
Sven.
forget.
No, I lost to. Oh, was it me? I won.
You
Yeah,
were
yeah,
First
it
ate
is
me,
you.
and I
Out
rolled
of
a
your
1,
one.
so
Yeah, it is you. And that looks like a can of spray paint can colors. Pretty neat color. Ooh,
We see
That's
it as
decent.
that is nice. That is an 15, 8, 18, 6
The
role playing
6 is bad,
opportunity.
but-
14 and 11, but you get an 18 and a 15 with a 6. I don't know.
I take the standard array. Fuck that 6. It is fun though. It is fun to have like such a fucked up stat in some cases.
I mean, it puts your character in a role playing position right off the bat. I mean, you gotta have something. But a 6 is, I'm in a wheelchair. I mean, as an adventure, you know, that's kind of a.
Or you're one fugly penguin.
Or you're like
Yeah.
Forrest Gump.
You have no charisma. You're a penguin.
You are what a penguin would be if it got caught in a hay combine.
I think it should be the penguin's intelligence.
Scuba says, "Do it, Sven, do it."
Oh yeah, I'm definitely keeping the roles I made. I did.
All right, let me
I'm not doing
take a
standard
quick
array.
little screenshot of those.
I'm gonna be a fighter with a 6 strength.
Dex
And an
fighter.
18 dicks.
In a wheelchair. Come on, come at me, fricker.
Bring it on, bitches! You got like a glaive sticking out of your wheelchair. Right?
As soon as I lift up this sword.
What if they come at you from the side? Oh.
All right, Diablo Bob, or not
Already went.
Bob,
I'm a commoner, remember?
Maddie.
Curie turn.
Me. Alrighty.
How do you guys both have the same ugly dice color? How's that possible?
Yeah, standard array.
Oh, I did random.
10, 13, 12, 7, 12, 13. Well, I could say that your rolls were a little bit better than Diablo Bob's, but not much.
Marginally.
So far we've got
I'm
4
more
doing
common than you are.
3 doing the standard array. Let's see if Marbania can make the hero of the party. Too bad. I think you
Those
rolled
are-
the
I
standard
mean-
array, didn't you? Did you just roll the standard array?
That looks
Pretty
like
close.
a little better than the standard array. I got a
Yeah,
16.
Tiny-
It's a little
Yeah,
better,
tiny
actually.
bit better.
That's actually, yeah,
Oh.
that actually is better.
Yeah, I'll take that. Let me make a. Are you gonna pin a screenshot to our character sheet or something? Make a
I'm
note.
taking a
Log
screenshot for
journal?
my file, but you guys can. I could post it in chat for you if you like.
I just took
I'm
a
not gonna-
screenshot.
Marbania rolls. So only 2 qualified for anything better than the standard array, which is not normal. Usually I get 2 or 3 or 4 even that do that. So well, with Fantasy Grounds, of course, the next thing that you should do is either background or race. I kind of want you guys to pick a background, but I'm going to be a little flexible with it until we get the module. And if we want to pick another background that may be in the module, then we can discuss that. You guys change it. But I think we need to have a powwow though on before backgrounds are played. What race is everyone playing?
I don't know.
Don't pick it yet.
Human
I'm playing
variant.
human
We got
variant
2
as well.
humans and 3 unknowns.
I was thinking human variant
Human.
as well.
Oh, look at that. 4 human. Are we gonna make it a whole human party? That would be like a wow.
Are you
Or
human,
one person.
Sven, or human variant?
Human variant.
Yeah, everybody wants to feat, that's why.
Yes.
Actually, I wasn't thinking about the feats.
Where's the drow, right, Scuba?
Yeah, where's the drow?
I was thinking of going elf or half elf.
So 4 humans and an elf? That's cool.
All right, go ahead and start doing your ability scores if you know them. There's no rolls to see what races or classes, so you guys are free to build your characters. But I do recommend doing background and then race because sometimes background gives you certain certain increases to your abilities and not knowing those. If you're smart enough, you'll just open your abilities and don't double dip on them because it will not give you 2 proficiencies in, say, athletics if your background
Right.
gives you 1 and your race gives you 1. So
Did you guys know this is something I didn't know till like a week ago, that if you do get something that gives you the same ability you already have, you can just pick any other ability on the list. Did you guys know that? That's right in the player's handbook.
I
No.
did.
Yep,
Really?
Yeah.
I totally
Lore,
didn't know that.
lore you should know.
Yeah.
Dragon Talk.
Yep, Dragon Talk, baby. All right, I'm going with it.
So we got mostly human party with one possibly elf or half elf. We've got a paladin, right? You're starting off paladin, right, Rob? For sure.
Yes, sir.
And we got a warlock. Possible cleric or sorcerer from Diablo Bob. Sven's monkeying around with a monk. And Marbania is staring blankly at his character sheet.
I am, but I'm thinking Sorlock. Either that or just straight fighter, like champion or something like that. Yeah, I really don't feel like messing with spells too much. So I might.
Wussy.
Elder's Knight.
Well, it doesn't take much to go. I know my job here.
As
Bang,
a
bang,
Sit
bang,
back
bang.
and
by the way,
Use my second wind.
those of you that are watching, these green pluses on the character sheet, that's from an extension. And so I don't have to, I can just click on the plus, boom, and it opens the backgrounds for me. Yes, thank you.
That's handy.
Yeah,
That's
and
super handy.
when you level up, this green plus will come back. And if you're going to multi-class, you can open the thing. Otherwise, you just do the regular dragon, the shield down here, but we're not there yet. Level up.
Standard leveling. Yeah, this does take you through 11th level, so you can, for those that like to plan their character way in advance and all that crap, 11th level would be the end of this campaign setting. However, as with a lot of my campaigns, I tie them into a bigger picture for future games at higher tiers, and we can pull characters from those adventures. It's kind of cool.
Can I play a subrace elf from Mordenkainen's?
Yes.
Sun elf.
Shadar Kai, shadow elf.
That sounds fun.
Didn't even realize it existed until just now.
You're not going to confuse us and name him Shadow, are you? I mean, just to
No.
fuck with it.
No.
What's the difference between noble and noble knight anyway? Is there any difference?
Yeah, one
Starting
you're like
equipment and stuff.
I like tea in the common room, and the other one out you like slaying dragons, I think.
I might get a vassal too, I think.
Or you're a piano player. I don't know.
Is this a Unity thing where you open a background and then you open another one and it closes the other one? Or is that an extension thing?
Extension.
Oh, that's one of my extensions.
How about a Sorlock? How about a sorcerer?
Remember, if you're scrolling through, you can hold shift and just mouse over the names, and it'll pop them up.
So here's the problem with that. It's not a problem, but it's not useful to me at this point because I want to look at the second page of the backgrounds, right? What is that called? The other. I want to look at the other tab, and you can't do that with the shift thing. Maybe, Bob, you could do shift control, and then you could do that.
And with my extension, you can't have two open at the same time, so they're hard to compare. Yeah. I can see I should turn that on after character creation.
I'm trying to find who the fuck has acrobatics. Does anybody have what?
For
a background?
Yeah.
Entertainer does.
Entertainer does?
Yeah. Sailor?
Oh, yes. I don't like the performance, but I might.
That's what your prom day said.
All right, I might forgo that though, because I want a chance to.
Ooh.
Here's what I'm doing. Spy. I'm gonna double my stealth, so I'm gonna pick something else. Yeah, I'm gonna pick anything I want. Probably gonna be perception. That sucks.
Perception comes up a lot.
Yeah, it does. All right, and now my class. Are we up to class yet? Is everybody doing their class?
No, I just not put my abilities in there. I'm serious.
You kind of got to know what you're doing before you finish building your character. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go a sorcerer warlock. So I wanted to be
John's done.
fairly healthy.
He's already rolled initiative. I don't know what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
What?
I'm kidding.
Okay, I'm gonna do my class, which is the paladin from the Dungeon Master's Guide.
We have no class. This is the AARPG role-playing group, but we have no class.
Now, I want people to notice that when I put my class in there, of course, it gave me all of the Rob 2e coatings automatically back here, as well as my inventory when I put that in there. It gave me everything like the crowbar because you get advantage for. And so that's fantastic. If you're not being as careful as I am, you can literally build with all the extensions that everybody's made you can build an entire character ready to go fully coded in less than 3 minutes now.
We want to see you do it, so
as long as you know what you're doing.
Right.
There's a new updated video in Unity. We want to see you do it.
Yeah, we should. I'll have to make that actually. Okay, I get 2 more skills. What do I want?
He's a paladin. Religion makes sense sometimes.
Yeah, and religion. That's what. Boom.
But if you're going to be an oath breaker, you're like, bug it.
So let me ask you:
Is it be reading in some books or whatever all the time?
Is it a warlock or a sorcerer that has to be born with you're actually born with it?
Sorcerer.
I mean, that would sorcerer. So
sorcerer, you don't have to
would start
necessarily be born. You can be given the ability by some act or whatever.
Okay.
You know, like you're driving down the road and a toxic truck of poop spills on you and it splashes all over your car, and then you have radioactive powers, like Chevy Chase.
Sick.
I like it. Remember that movie? What was the name? It had.
What was the name of that? I had forgotten
God.
about that movie.
Or he sniffs up
Avenger.
No, it's Chevy Chase and what's her name from Facts of Life? Nell. The black lady from the 80s. Remember her? What was her name?
From the Facts of
Actress?
Life, Kim Fields?
No, the
Tootie?
housekeeper or whatever.
Oh,
Tootie.
Mrs. Garrett?
No, maybe not Facts of Life then. Nell Carter. Yeah, that's it. Belle got it.
Oh,
Nell
not
Carter.
Facts of Life. Nell Carter was like Room 227 or one of those shows. You have to be.
Anyway, she is like the housekeeper in this mansion, and Chevy Chase shows up, and he's all got all these powers. She's trying to exorcise the demon, and she puts all this powder around his bed when he's sleeping, and he gets up and he.
Oh
just
yeah,
sniffs it all.
that movie was called Modern Problems.
That's it.
Yep. You have to be super
I
old to
like
have a
it.
shot at knowing these movies.
So yeah, you can get your sorcerer powers that way, Marpania. You can play the Chevy Chase sorcerer.
Something happened. I got poop dumped on me. Is Clyde around? Was it Clyde?
I think Clyde would just blow Rob's mind. I don't know. We'll have to introduce slowly to that aspect. It's like a plague going around the streams.
Clyde only throws frozen poop here.
Damn, that's true. Because at -40 or something, it would freeze almost instantly.
Oh yeah, it'd cause at least 1d4, if not 1d6. Depends on if it was sharp on the end or not.
What is Clyde? What are you talking about? I don't know who Clyde is.
We don't want to spoiler you any more than we have.
What
we
show
know how
are
you
talking
don't
about?
like spoilers.
Are you talking about
we don't-
the Clint Eastwood orangutan movies? Right Turn, Clyde?
Well, that's
Drake's
where he
of the
got his
Streams.
name.
They do have similarities, yes, but no, they're different animals altogether.
It actually started in my Deadlands stream, and these guys are all in a bar, and they're in the saloon in there. And Caesar comes into chat, and he goes, "Well, all we need is a shit flinging monkey." Well, they were in the middle of doing something, so they weren't paying attention to chat. So I said, "You guys give me a notice roll," and they all rolled notice, and I picked a couple of them out that rolled good, and I said, "You see this little short guy come through the door, because this is the Weird West, right? These guys probably none of them seen a monkey before. You see this really weird looking guy comes through the door. He's got a waistcoat on and a bowler hat, and he's real bow legged, and he's got no pants, and his legs are just covered in hair. And he comes waddling over to you like this, and he grins real big and puts his hand under his butt, gets a handful of shit, and slings it at you." And they were all going, "What the fuck?" And it took them about 30 seconds before somebody saw Caesar mention that over there in chat.
You look at the cameras, everyone's like,
And that
just
was the
staring
birth
at-
of Clyde.
So
Ooh,
now he's
okay.
made his way from stream to stream to stream as a
I
joke.
found a mistake in the. I think I found a mistake in the enhanced character, Mad Nomads thing, because I did not receive. Wait a minute. Let me. Okay, before I start yelling at everybody.
I had a few bugs with it earlier today
Yeah,
where it
it
wasn't
didn't
adding
give me
all of the
my.
traits.
It didn't give me my background money. They're all zeros still. I should have got 15 gold, and it gave me nothing.
Yeah, I got nothing too.
So
Same.
that could be a thing we need to tell him about.
Background money.
Well, you grew up in a poor white family, and
I'm a noble bitch.
where's my harmonica? No, you can just manually add those. But did it give you your little gold and stuff on your character sheet though? I think it adds the name. You don't have to fill it all out now, right?
Yeah,
It
that's all
adds
right,
the coin types.
but it doesn't.
Yeah.
It didn't, and also my armor shows that I'm wearing it, but my AC's 11, so that's not right either.
Yeah, I got no money, and I don't have all the stuff I should have started with.
I wonder if I unwear it and rewear it, if that'll fix it. Let's just see. Late chainmail.
Yeah, I'm a noble. I don't
13,
know where
yeah.
mine.
18. Whoa.
Okay, see, I had to unwear and then rewear my armor for it to correct itself. That's a glitch somewhere. All right, I'm just gonna go through. Oh, I gotta choose a feat. Right.
Wait a minute.
Mounted combat
didn't
is the
give
feat
me-
I want.
So Rob's character does not learn from his mistakes. That's kind of how he
What do you
set
mean?
it up. 'Cause
What do
he
you
has
mean? What's happening?
He has an 8 wisdom. His wisdom is
Oh.
the low. So
I had to have a dump stat.
All right, so it didn't give me my bonus on charisma, but it did give me my bonus on. Maybe that's different. Huh. Should have been +1 charisma, +2 dexterity, and I got the +2 dexterity.
I'm gonna be controlling some undead bitches. Don't worry.
hey, Sven, I think that's a pretty cool idea. Do we want to make them have a little pop out and spikes come out of them or something? Like.
Not yet. It's it's still the
Or you
still at
twist 'em
level
or
1.
something?
Maybe higher levels. Absolutely.
All right.
I mean, it doesn't really change anything. It's just flare, but
I think Great
make
Weapon
'em just
Master is
do
the
the
way I
same.
gotta go here, so I'm gonna do that.
Uh-oh. Are you getting a pole arm? Are you gonna be that guy?
No. Great Weapon Master is just a -5 +10 thing.
Two-handed
Yeah,
sword.
then if you have a polearm, you can do it within 10 feet.
Oh, but you have
Because you have
disadvantage.
reach. You get back, you bitch.
But you can't. Isn't the polearm the one you can't attack somebody who's next to you, right? Yeah, they have to be 10 feet away.
No,
So,
Oh, that was
That's
Lance.
5e.
oh, that's Lance.
that's Lance.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
getting a polearm. Now wait a minute.
That requires another feat. Polearm Master.
to even be
Yeah.
able to use it.
No, you get extra benefits with the Polearm Master feat, like using
It's baller, though, if
bonus
you do that
attack.
build.
Yeah.
Okay, so
butt
I'll
of
do
the-
that at 4th level.
Yeah, you should look towards it anyways. I mean,
Yeah, Polearm Master Sentinel is wicked because you can basically
Polearm
kite.
Master Sentinel? Wow.
Yeah, Polearm Master Sentinel is with a glaive. I've got a character in my Friday afternoon game that as soon as anything with Polearm Master, as soon as anything steps into your reach, which is 10 feet, you can tag it with an opportunity attack. And if you tag anything with an opportunity attack and you hit it, its movement becomes 0. So basically, it can't advance toward you. So then you
Okay.
back up.
First thing I have to do is I have to go look to see if polearm is something I can have at 1st level. Is that one?
Should be
Um,
for a paladin.
I'm trying to remember. Does it say any martial weapon or whatever? I'm gonna look right now. Simple weapons, martial weapons. In the equipment list, you get a martial weapon and a shield. But a glaive is a 2-handed weapon, right?
Yes.
So you're not going to use a shield. You're just going to use.
At least while you're wielding that. I mean, I
Yeah.
could see having a shield like strapped to your back, and then if you wanted to go defensive and pull out your longsword or whatever, you have that ability to.
Right,
Burning
so you get
appropriate action.
You get 1 martial weapon and a shield, or 2 martial weapons. So let me also see. Hold on a second. Did it give me a shield? Yes, it did. Now do I have to?
See where a shield in Icewind Dale would be. You don't really have any place to put your arm when you're carrying this freaking shield around.
Yeah, I think
But it could also be
I'm gonna
used
go.
as a
I'm gonna go shieldless. Is what
tool.
I'm gonna do. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of this battle. Or no, let's see. Hold on. I'll just get a pull. What's it called? The glaive.
So I'll be putting like +4 shields in the party all the time. No one's gonna use them. Why not?
Glaive.
Yeah, Boren's not here to use the shields.
Okay.
Items.
My ass would have the shield. If I'd be like a fighter, 2-handed weapon fighter with a shield strapped to my back, just in case I wanted to.
Glaive, right? Now a glaive does
You just getting it
slashing
because you want to
damage.
say a glavin.
Flavin, and a
Flavin'.
battle axe does also slashing damage. So I'm gonna get rid of the battle axe because I don't need 2 slashing weapons. Battle
It didn't
axe.
add the correct number of items when I dropped the Dungeoneer's pack in. It gave me 1 Pitten instead of 10, and 1 rations instead of 10.
The math is not working.
It gave me the right ones. It gave me 2 rations, 10 candles, 2 incense. Yeah, so I got the right ones.
So which pack was that?
Dungeoneer's pack?
Dungeoneer's pack for the new Mad Nomad character enhancer is glitched. In case somebody watches the stream later, they can send him a note.
So what do I want? I want Sentinel and Polearm Master, but first I want Polearm Master, right?
If you're gonna take glaive as a weapon, yeah, definitely Polearm Master.
Okay,
And then
so
take Sentinel at 3rd level.
So you don't want
4th
great
level.
weapon.
No, I'm taking Polearm Master, and then on my notes I'm gonna put where the hell are the notes? Oh, journal.
Marbania, a fighter or a barbarian even would be kind of nice to have too, with a polearm master in the party. Somebody to be the front line, because
Yep.
he's
That's exactly the party. But Zafirby plays a barbarian, half-orc barbarian, and he's in front, and I'm behind him, reaching over his head, stabbing with this thing, 10 feet away. I'm a little too far along here to.
I had a bugbear that had a pole arm, 15
When
foot
this guy
reach.
dies, I'll do that.
What are
Make
you
a
playing?
bugbear.
This guy?
So see everybody, it gave me the Great Weapon Master code when I've added the feat, which I'm going to take off now, but that's just so cool.
Sork.
Take an action to attack.
All right, so we've got Sven, who's playing a monk, entertainer, human.
Okay.
We've got Diablo Bob, who's playing an uppity noble sorcerer.
Yeah, my gold just got all kinds of jacked up.
Are you rich? Did you hit the
Well,
lottery?
I had 25 gold and I spent 2 silver, and now it's split it up into like some really crappy stuff, and it's like
Yeah, I was
90
arguing with him
copper
about
and
that. Yeah, yeah, I didn't like the way it makes change. I told him to change that, but I guess he hasn't done it, or maybe he's not gonna do it. He seems
well, I shouldn't
I
have
didn't do
90
that in my
copper.
extensions.
Huh?
That's why I didn't make change in my extensions.
Yeah, it's
I
odd.
I don't think it's gonna, because someone will like it and then that next person won't like it. You just should do it the one standard way.
You use the convert coins window, and then you can switch them up however you like.
Okay.
So, what's the? Where do you see your? I guess it being your class starting money, or is that background starting money?
Background.
Background.
Class is starting equipment.
Well, that's not annoying to put it all in chat for the DM to see.
Just make sure your characters aren't cheating.
So
Yeah, but
when you guys do the glaive thing with the polearm master, do you make a code for polearm master to do the D4 attack, or do you add an additional weapon in there that has the D4?
I add an additional weapon.
Yeah, so do I.
Called the butt, polearm butt.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do then.
Yep.
Having that op attack when they get close is nice.
Yeah. That is a D4.
And just to let you know, every time you hit that exchange thing, it puts it to the DM in the chat.
So
Sorry.
if we're from here, do we automatically have a set of winter clothes?
Yes,
Okay.
you do.
Because I got like 5 gold pieces to start with and a piece of shitty jewelry worth.
Yeah,
10
I
gold
did
pieces.
catch that from the module. I know that you start with a set of winter clothes, so for free.
What's it called? Because I can't find it.
Winter
Yeah, there's
clothes.
no winters. It's not in there.
Cold weather, I think maybe. Try cold.
I don't see it.
It's not in the player's handbook.
Let's see.
By golly, it was on.
There was in the
Artark's
comprehensive
table.
equipment guide, but you don't have that available.
It's part of the Icewind Dale adventure campaign setting, which I don't have yet. I'll
Cold
have that on the
weather.
15th.
Yeah, that's somewhere.
There's one in the comprehensive equipment manual, but you don't have that shared. So for next week.
So just make a note on your inventory that you have it, and then when we get the module next week, you can put it on you. And whatever it weighs and whatever, I would make a note for now. Because it's part of the adventure module.
So winter blanket is a thing, but not cold weather. Whatever. Okay.
It will be as soon as I get
will
the
be, yeah.
module.
Okay.
We're also going to be using some dark secrets. Your character's going to have a secret.
Secret Agent Man secret.
And
So
I think
wow, so 2 attacks per turn and a reaction if they come near me. Oh, that's pretty good
Yep.
stuff.
Yeah, and it's a hell of a build. Matter of fact, Martok hates the character. It's one of those characters that a DM will hate. I think he said "fuck you" to me in this campaign more than he's ever done before.
Yeah. So obviously you're only going to get to do it once. Like if 3 guys gang up on you, you get to get one of them. But
One reaction.
but that's all right. I start with an AC of 18 and oh, now I need to pick a. Pathfinder 2nd edition.
I'm definitely going to get a winter blanket.
yeah, all characters begin with a free set of cold weather clothing in addition to the starting equipment they receive from their class and package choices. It's on page 20 of the Winter Survival Guide in Icewind Dale's module.
Okay.
For those that have the book already, Dave,
Fucking
couple other
Dave.
people.
Dave!
Dave not here.
Did you guys see any of the 2E team, any of the Icewind Dale? No. Zach Asius did all that, right? He does
Yeah, he
all
did
the
it. I'm sure he
visual
did.
stuff.
You can look at the page on that, even though you can't buy it. You can still look at the page. I got to go to Google and get a portrait anyway. And show me picture.
Yeah, even scuba, even clothes in there does not give you cold weather. You got common, you got dark with a hood from background and equipment's guide, costume, fine, traveler's vestments, and vestments. Clothes of mending, those sound kind of handy.
How do you make your portrait go? Do I have to send that to you, Drake, or can I put it? I forget how to do that. I put it in my own.
It goes in your data file in your Unity.
In which folder?
Po-
Oh, portraits. You're right.
yeah.
Gotcha. Fuck. So portraits then, or is that how you...
That's just because John said it earlier. Matakiri said it earlier. I don't know. I've never done this, so.
that shit, baby? Yeah. I'm gonna fuck up something. Right.
Can you guys send me a picture too, whatever you've got, while you got it?
Oh, yeah.
Because I need
see
to
what
put
you-
it on the intro video.
Gotcha.
A PM would be nice. Or you can throw it in chat and I'll hunt back through it. The only person I don't like in the PM is Matakiri because we talk too much and I gotta find his shit.
It's like every day.
Especially lately since we got 2 games starting together. 3, including this one.
Which
All right.
portrait do you want?
The one for your
The one
character.
you're gonna use for your character.
Oh, that was the one that you gave me.
What?
What the hell was I doing again?
The portrait that you sent me?
That's your Discord portrait. We're talking about your character portrait.
Yes.
You're using your Discord portrait as your character portrait?
Yes.
What a nerd.
Yeah, I normally that's exactly what I do in most games, but I decided to go with. The only reason I didn't do it last game was that you provided one for me with the stick. But I decided to be a.
Well,
Those are
I-
tokens.
I'm okay if you guys want to leave your desktop portrait as your Discord logo. I'm fine with that. Yeah, like that. But can you make your I'll
but
make your
the
token. I'll make your token out of your portrait, your character portrait.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh.
That works.
And then I'll put the tokens back on here. So I'll make a I want to all the tokens to have the same border, and the border's going to would typically match my overlay on my stream, but since it's Rob's, it doesn't have to have a color. So
You don't want the players to do an art off and try to like make you like the perfect stick figures?
hey, if you want to do stick figure ones and we use the big fat borders again, I'm cool with that too. That is totally up on you though. But it was awesome.
John
last
said that
time. I loved
he's
it.
cool with stick figures.
So when you
everybody would be.
When you double click on the token, it opens the assets, and then I don't have any assets. And portraits is blank.
Because you're a player, you can't access anything.
Yeah,
so
you can
he
in
has
Unity.
to do that.
He has
Yeah,
to
I'm gonna take your
okay.
portrait and I'm gonna make a token out of it.
Okay,
With
gotcha.
what color borders and stuff I want, and then I'll put it in on the table
Gotcha.
and link
Okay,
it to
cool.
your
I
token.
didn't know that's how that worked.
But we may be using player supplied artwork for those tokens again, like we did last time.
That's
Bobby,
fine.
if you're gonna do that, I'm not even gonna worry about it for tonight.
Yeah.
If you're, and I love, that's probably one of my favorite tokens ever.
I thought that was great. How we each had our little colored circle with the little stick figure. That was fucking amazing.
And I'll use the same colors again and everything.
Yeah, let's do
I'll
it.
find the old ones and.
I can try if John's willing to try too, and we can just choose which one's the best.
You want me to draw?
Yes, I do. Art off.
If I do it, they'll all look the same because you can't distinguish between any of my stick figures.
All right, so we're
I'll
gonna
just
have
see the
some
letter of your
player
character's
custom built
first name.
next session.
Yeah, but
Guys,
I just close this.
Don't wait till Saturday at 8:00 to have those too. The sooner the better for me, so I can make all the tokens and stuff.
We should probably in the our little Discord channel like just say race and I guess class, like in main weapon.
Yeah, and here at just under an hour and a half into the stream, we're gonna review them all. So, and I'm gonna say it on stream too, so we could just watch the stream again too. So I think everyone's pretty much finalizing their characters.
Do we need?
So let's run.
Do we need personality traits, bonds, flaws, all that?
You
No.
can wait. You can wait to do that until we get the official module. But yeah, I do prefer that your character does have that at session 1.
Okay. Then I'll just do them now.
Perfect.
I just randomize them and then whatever that.
Do sorcerers
kinda-
not get cantrips?
They get 4.
Yeah, they do.
4 cantrips, 2 level 1 spells.
I'm looking at the spells known column, and
Spells known is
No, spells known as
different from
2.
cantrips
Go
known.
up to the
oh, it's
column
all the
right
way
above it.
outside column.
Yeah, it's the next table up, all the way to the right.
Cool.
Oh, damn
Thank
it.
you.
That thing where the fucking thing that open you fuck. I don't like that thing that closes the window when you open another one. I hate that. Why people like
Well,
that.
it won't come into play after character builder, though. You think? For you?
Maybe not. I mean, sometimes I'm looking at 2 and 3
Works for
different
every
things at
window
once.
type. So every time you open a story, it'll open up in the same spot and replace the current story window.
Yeah, I wish you
I
could
don't like
turn that.
that. Yeah.
Because I'm constantly looking side by side at stuff all the time, even as
You
a
want to
player.
check to see if you can turn that on and off for the players? I don't think you can now.
I don't think there's a
but
setting.
probably could add a setting. Mr. Ink.
Whose
Take a
extension
look
is
at
that?
it, anyways.
Not mine.
That is.
Is it Mad Nomad?
Whose extension? No.
Imar Banya, I sent you a
Is it-
whisper.
Is it Walking Dudes? I think it's
Walking
Walking
Dude.
Dudes.
No.
Or Vex.
I don't like it.
The
Or
Lensman?
is it what's his name from the forums?
The only one on that team that I know of that's making extensions is Lensman, and he's doing it
It's
for
it's an
Vampire.
older one. It's not something new.
It was
Oh.
really designed for somebody doing module conversions so the window management was easier or something. And when I stream, I like to have the NPC and the player sheets pop open and when it's their turn to a specific spot on my stream overlay.
Celestian.
And Celestian.
That's supposed to be get rid
Get
of.
ride.
Get
Get
ride.
ride of that shit,
Everybody
man. Get ride of it.
Oh, that's a majority vote right there. Get rid of that shit.
And GM override.
GM override. Okay, so I did that. All right, let's
Majority
check this.
vote is a suggestion.
Skills. Ooh. I get a. Yeah. I get
What
a
are you guys
gaming
talking
set.
about?
Oh, don't you test. I'll fucking put that shit in there again. You don't know what's gonna happen. I get a gaming set, right? What? Play checkers. What's going on?
I made a hotkey.
Yeah, clear chat. Yeah, I always do that. Clear chat and reload. Those are hotkeys.
Yeah, when you're building.
Yeah, don't use reload during a game. You'll fuck up shit. You don't like it. You'll
Yeah,
have to
no.
add it yourself. One type of
All right, so
gaming.
It won't let
Ooh.
you.
let's go over the characters. We've got Sven playing a monk. It looks like he's came up with a name, Obsidian. That's a pretty cool name. He's a entertainer, and his special defenses are special to him. For a monk, he's above average. Let's put it that way. Diablo Bob is still working on a character name, unless he's playing a character named Diablo Bob, which isn't confusing.
All right.
Stork, noble human variant. Whereas Obsidian neglected his physical and mental abilities when he was a youth, being a low strength and intelligence scores.
What?
You want to know our backstory?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Neo also skipped school a lot. Yep, he's got a lower intelligence. Let's see, Rob's playing a paladin who
streets?
is the strongest of the bunch so far with his 16 strength, but he doesn't really remember from his mistakes so much, and his wisdom, his AKA streetwise, as I like to call it sometimes, is on the low side with an 8. which is just below average, so it's not so bad. And we also have another sorcerer in the party. Marbania is playing Dinans, something like that.
Dennis Quaid.
He's a
I
it's a
can't see
shadow
the
elf.
last name. What's the? All I see is K. What is it?
Quaid.
Dennis
Look in
Quaid.
the
I
chat.
fucking love
Look
it.
in the chat. Look in the chat down
Dennis
there.
Quaid. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I didn't name my guy. Let me name my guy here.
And again, Dennis Quaid doesn't learn from his mistakes as well either, with
Ye-
his low stat being a 9. However, he can usually talk his way out of shit with his higher charisma of 16, and if that doesn't work, he just dips out because he's got a high dex. And then Matakuri is playing a warlock, human as well. Grun Whitespear is his character's name, and he does not even carry much of a backpack since his strength is also his dump stat. Being a also another charismatic character in the party, but his charisma is more related to dealing with fiends, I think.
And intimidating people and
Tucking his
lying
way
to
out of
people.
contracts with devils and shit. Check for Rob's prom date. So, many of you have made your way up into Icewind Dale, or you've lived in Icewind Dale all your life, or you traveled here from the far realm, and this is where you got. Just as Drizzt de Erden arrived, when he arrived on the surface, arrived up in this area, and his name is legendary around here. Icewind Dale is very inhospitable as far as the weather, and as of late, the last year or so, it doesn't even get light anymore in Icewind Dale. It's a constant dark because of storms and winter constantly. You can count on a blizzard at least once a week up here now. So things have even gotten worse for the Sea of Moving Ice is almost completely frozen over. The lakes, there's 3 lakes in 10 towns that 9 of the cities, or I should say towns, and some of these towns are tiny, 150, 200 people. Don't really even consider them towns. But 9 of them are on one of 3 lakes up here. The only one that's not is the trading hub of the area called Bryn Shander. So your characters would be familiar with Bryn Shander if they have been there or traveled through there. That will come later. But most of you guys are going to start out at the far edges of 10 towns, almost until you get into the pure glacier rifts and the open areas. The town that you are near is Caer Konig. That's the closest town. But you were traveling to get to Caer Konig when a blizzard came in, and you sought shelter, and you know that Caer Konig is 5 miles, north of you or south of you, or there's a pass that you have to cut through, and near that pass, you know of a hunter's lodge area that's got some shelter. It's kind of tucked into a little valley, and there's some shelter there. You character hasn't ever been there, but they've heard of it. They know it's not an uncommon thing to know of it. and what your character is doing 5 miles outside of Caer Konig. Let me show you the 10 Towns map. This is kind of a big map, and it's in Unity, so get used to trying to, manipulate the map. But
I had the same thing happen to me. I bought a thing for 1 silver out of my 15 gold, and it gave me like 750 platinum and 7,000 copper and whatever. I don't know. It's fucked up. Gotta have you fix that for me.
where's the money at now? Notes?
So
Caer Konig is where we're starting, you said?
Caer Konig, yeah, it's number J on this map is Caer Konig. And you're not
Today,
starting
Martin,
from
number
Caer
J.
Konig, you're starting 5 miles outside of Caer Konig, on the outskirts of Kelvin's Cairn. So Kelvin's Cairn is the famous mountain here. It can be seen from all of the 10 towns. And if you read any of the Crystal Shard novels from R.A. Salvador, Kelvin's Cairn is mentioned often. So is 10 Towns. The original Legacy of Crystal Shard adventure that Wizard of the Coast put out as a transition from 4th edition to 5th edition also takes place in this area. And its timeline, according to my research from Icewind Dale, takes place just a few years, 2 to 4 years before Rime of the Frostmaiden. So, and it's a level 1 through 3 module. It's an older one for Fantasy Grounds, so I think they learned a lot along the way. So there's some things that aren't as nice as some of the newer modules as far as stuff goes. But it's pretty fun to run. I liked it. And a lot of those names, like the mayor of Bryn Shander, or the speaker, I should call him, Devasa Shane, she's still there. And, a lot of the familiar names on the towns are still, people and NPCs. I can, from my research into the module, still has the same names and stuff. But so let's talk a little bit about your characters and feel them out a little bit. Who's kind of got a lot of that done? Who wants to go first? Kind of talk about your character.
I can if no one else wants to.
Sven. All right, so Sven, go ahead. Tell us a little bit about Obsidian.
So Obsidian, to quote the philosopher Steve Martin, was born a poor black child. Literally, his skin is black like obsidian.
Fuck
And
me.
Nice.
his parents tried to they took him to the temple, tried to get rid of it, and were not unable to do so. And he was sold to a traveling carnival. So he grew up in this as a carny, and along with this strange pigmentation of his skin, he also had very little strength. But he was very good with his hands. So what started off as just this strange creature in the oddities section, he actually learned to juggle, and so as time went by, he started using heavier and heavier objects to where now he's uses these metal balls, just a little bit bigger than a baseball, a little bit smaller than a softball is what he juggles, and he can use them in his hand to smack people in the face or throw them. accurately. The carnival was traveling up to Icewind Dale on the 10 towns when this prolonged winter storms and things made the travel really difficult. And they were attacked by these crag cats that killed most of the all the guards except one, and he was severely injured. Pressing forward, as they got close to 10 towns, they were attacked by Yeti and wiped out more than 2/3 of the carnival people and the last of the guard. So when they got to Tourmaline, which was their destination, the carnival master said that he was going to go get supplies and never came back. So a couple weeks later, about a week later, when they realized that he had left them, the few remaining carnies decided to split up. And so that was about 8 months ago. And Obsidian has spent the time in the meantime now going through all the 10 towns, trying to earn a living as an entertainer. But with everything that's going on, he just has not found anywhere to settle down, anywhere that can hire him on full time. And so he's just been looking for work or anything where he can make enough money to buy enough food and things to keep him going. During his time with the carnival, there was also a priest that traveled with them briefly. And he picked up some things because of his frailty and his penchant for clumsiness. He picked up how to do cure wounds on himself and uh, a little bit of resistance as well.
Cool. That's pretty cool. So Obsidian, your background is an entertainer, so you try to get some work where you can. So your travels have taken you out to Caer Konig, and you've become friendly with Elendar, who is the owner of the Hook, Line, and Sinker in Caer Konig. It's a little tiny tavern. And it gets its popularity to the free half pints that the owner keeps on a table by the front door, and he presses one into the hand of every person who stops by. So he's like, "It's a pint on me," and he shows one in your hand as you come in the door, and he greets you and calls you by name if he knows your name. Just a friendly guy. And there's a little entertainment area over there, and occasionally you try to do your entertainment and for a few bucks. But for some reason, you were outside of Caer Konig when this blizzard struck. You are familiar with a guy in town, Frozen Far Expeditions, that does send people out into this area. He's very familiar with the area too. But I don't know how your character would have gotten gotten to know this guy. I don't think you would have gone off on expeditions alone. Do you? Outside of
Not alone, but I
civilization?
would anything for coin at this point. So he would join any other
Yeah,
expeditions
well,
if he
he does tell you that that there he's got a lot of clients that are really biting at the bit for wolf pelts. He's like the wolf hunters they're way past due. They should have come at least twice now with whole wolf pelts down from the mountains, but they haven't showed up. So he's completely out of wolf pelts, and they're asking. He's got a backlog of wolf pelts, and he's willing to pay 5 gold a wolf pelt right now for them. If you can,
What was the name of the pub that Olander worked in?
hook, line, and sinker. The hook is getting them in the door. Wait, how's it go? Yeah, now they come to his place for the free drink, the hook, and most of them stay to order seconds and thirds. The line in local parlance, having a long line refers to the predilection of hard drinking. And the sinker part of the tavern's name refers to both the last drink call of the night and when locals challenge visitors to a good-natured drinking contest. To the last drink that sends a losing contestant under the table. So, one of those kind of places where you drink. And they do serve good mead here as well, which is brewed in 10 towns. Actually, it's a preferred drink, good mead. It's a honey mead made in good mead, which is number G on the map over on the Redwaters Lake. So, who else is ready? Who's next?
I've got a little bit of a background because I really didn't know what I was going to do coming into this, and
Well, it's if you don't have background and you got questions, it's a good time to do that as
well,
well.
we'll try to flesh this out then. So, being Shadar Kai, I came from the Shadowfell, but being Elven, hell, it could have been 50 or 60 years ago. And he's still a fairly young elf. And he, through error, learning magic, something happened, and he was kicked out in the middle of this frozen wasteland. And I don't know, somebody found him and drug him into a little town of Lonelywood up here, way up here on Merritt Walden. And
The Lonely Wood gets its names from the lonely woods that it's part of there.
and it fit him just fine because he suddenly felt all alone here, and he shows up in the middle of the summertime, and it's daylight 24 hours a day, and he's from the Shadowfell. He's freaking out, so he kind of just hid up here for a while, and without a teacher, he kind of developed his own little magical abilities he can do, and one of them is that these fishermen for the knucklehead trout that make the scrimshaw up here.
Mhm.
Uh, he's he's got a magical ability to, let's say, make them appear to be more valuable than what they are, and that's how he's made his living. So he's got a few of these, more crooked craftsmen that come to him, and he'll cast these spells, and he'll get paid money, and that's how he's made his way up here. But he kind of keeps to himself. He doesn't really. In the wintertime, he'll get out and do things because it's dark, and doesn't bother him too much. Not that the light bothers him, he's just not used to it being from the Shadowfell.
Well, the light up here is he's fortunate because there hasn't been daylight in months up here.
It's
It
wintertime.
it is extreme wintertime. There is something going on up in Tin Towns for the last few months, and usually they have a few months of 5-6 hours of daylight. Long gone, no daylight. And
Not happening.
even when they do get a creep of light, it seems to always be blocked by a storm or snow clouds. So he probably does pretty good up here, staying out of the bright light. And Lonelywood is, let's put it this way: there are a lot of bodies buried in the lonely woods.
Yeah, that's why he kind of keeps to himself. He knows there's a bit of a criminal
And
element here,
and if
and
you want to keep to yourself in 10 towns, no one. It's faux pas to even suggest asking somebody about their background up here. It just people do not pry unless you're doing something that could affect them. Then they may step up and usually become hostile. To the point of defense, anyways. So that's why there's a lot of bodies buried in the lonely woods. Uh, how did your character get over to north of Carconic?
uh, he just he just ended up out here near the broken ice. 50 or 60 years ago, and there was a trapper or somebody that drug him in, and lived in Lonely Wood, and basically kind of took care of him. He didn't know where he was, didn't have
So,
clothing or anything.
so the trapper that he knew that lived in Lonelywood was actually helping out a friend of his, doing some wolf trapping up near Caerconeg, and he's not been back for a long time. So your character decided to go and see what happened if he can find out, and went to
Okay.
Caerconeg and found the information about the wolf pelts not coming down from the mountain either, and decided to head out there to the wolf encampment, the hunters encampment, and see.
Okay.
And that's where your character is going to come in. So,
I'm doing him a
uh,
favor then. Yeah.
so you're a sorcerer, elven sorcerer. Would you have run into obsidian? Would you guys have hooked up, or do you think you would have been individuals?
Well, now I do have some skill in Arcana, so people who know of me, which are very few up here in the north, come to me from time to time with questions about this or that. So I don't know. He could have
Oh,
heard about somebody that might.
16 charisma. Maybe he's seen him perform his little act on stage, but didn't know he's going after the wolves and didn't travel with him. So
Right.
you've seen him in the hook, line, and sinker when you came through town, because you stopped through there. But other than that, that's as much as you know about him. All right, that's good job, guys, both of you. Who's next?
I'll go next.
All right, so Rob is playing his paladin.
Yes,
Uh,
CKC Craper is a paladin. He was
TKC Craper.
yeah, he was um raised in other parts. He's not even sure where specifically, by evil priests. And as he grew from a child into, uh, teenhood and early adulthood, he decided that he was not, much like Rob Toohey in real life, he decided that the religion he was being taught and the ways of the world that he was being taught to follow, he did not agree with. So he ran away, and for a period of, he's not even really sure how long, maybe a year or two, he just kept going away from his homeland in what he thought was one direction to get as far away from his home as he could, scraping for food and shelter each night and things like that. And by doing that, he learned to forage a bit and picked up some other skills that a paladin might not normally concentrate on, but just to survive and stay alive. And by this time, he's met many people and become a less evil than he thought he was trained to be, and has made his way here to this area. And so he's now about 21 years old or so, and he is a human, and he's picked up skills along the way, and specializes in the use of the glaive as his master. Glaive and Flavin as his master weapon. He also prefers the flavor of mayonnaise known as Gelmanhagen. He likes that too. And so he's not really sure who his parents are. He was raised by the priests, who he became, he came to loathe them as he grew older and got away. And so now he's just really looking to find a place to be where he can get in with a group.
Cheerbits in the stream. Thanks for the
he's,
cheerbits.
Being a productive part of and able to help and things like that. And so as we begin our adventure, he shows up and, meets the rest of the party. Or assumedly will meet the rest of the party. And
So how about we say that the priests that he was had to come to learn to hate is a rule, the Frostmaiden, since she's going to play such a huge part in 10 Towns. She is evil, but she's also a rule is the Frostmaiden, the cold breath of the north. She asks her followers to extinguish all flames, open structures to the cold, and to open structures to the cold, and to embrace winter. Those are basic precepts of the faith.
Yeah, he hates this bitch.
Yeah, and that would be kind of good. So you're up here trying to.
It would probably, it's maybe possible that the people that raised him were part of her flock or whatever, far away.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Is
they were priests of a rule. So you wouldn't have been too far from the south, anyways. Mirabar, Luskin, those kind of areas, just south of the spine of the world, and your travels took you due north into the 10 Towns area. Your character did go through Bryn Shander, the trade hub, so he is familiar with Bryn Shander. In Bryn Shander, there is actually a temple to Arul, so that may be why he didn't stick around there, because he's like, "Fuck this bitch, I'm out of here too."
Yeah.
And he made his way, trying to survive, squeaking life together here and there, not really settling down in towns to towns, but went through East Haven, which is on the south end of Lake Denishire, and it's another big town. But there he got a temporary job working on a ferry that ferries out onto the lake. But that shut down about 3 months ago because the lake froze over. So
now you can just walk.
Yeah, now you can just walk or go around.
Yeah.
And he got stranded out in Caer Konig. He didn't want to walk the ice pack, and has been hanging around in an abandoned house in Caer Konig. And how much money you got left?
14 gold and 9 silver.
So with 14 gold and 9 silver, which isn't a little bit, you decided to. I heard about this expedition guy buying wolf pelts for 5 gold. So you trudged your way outside of town to see if you could find some wolves and increase your wolf pelt or your gold collection by bringing some wolf pelts back. And maybe out there you can smash some snowmen or something, because you hate Arul and the snow bitch. So
yeah, yeah, I hate her. And
so you're out and about as well.
Okay. So I'm trying to trap some wolves and do some stuff like that. Okay.
Yeah, and a snowstorm blows in, and you're like, "Oh crap! Well, I heard of this wolf trappers encampment not far from here, up in that pass, near the edge of the mountain there. Or I can try to make my 5-mile trek back to Caer Konig before I freeze to death." Hunters.
Yeah, exactly.
Area.
Try to befriend the.
So you started making your way towards that before you freeze to death.
Okay.
In this blizzard. So who's next? Bob?
Sure.
You ready?
So Neotoral.
Bob.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
So Neotoral, Neo for short, was basically born not a noble. He became a noble because he was born during a hurricane, type tempest storm. And after a few months, his parents realized that he basically had magical powers, sparks, things like that nature. And they basically couldn't handle it because, shocking graphs as a baby is kind of mean. So they ended up dropping him off at the doorstep of a local church, which happened to be the sorry. I forgot what it was even called. Basically, the Church of Talos. So the pre-Reconstruction Church of Talos. And they realized that he was touched by the storm and the tempest. Talos being the god of tempest, they basically made him a noble of the church as a baby, and kind of raised him to be a noble and partake in noble rights and etc. And um, basically being given privilege most of his life. He's kind of been a little spoiled. He's a little quick to temper, and you don't really want to cross him because he holds he'll hold a vendetta against you to the ends of days. But for the most part, he's lived a pretty good life. And then they like the daylight just hasn't been coming around. Everybody's angry at the Tempest Church. And so they kind of set Neo off to go find out what's going on. He was traveling.
You're saying Tempest? Do you mean Talos?
Yes, Talos is the god of Tempest. So it's referred to as the Tempest Church.
It's not confusing.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, the Talos Church. There you go.
Yeah, that makes
so
better sense.
they're kind of angry at him, but even though he's not responsible, so the church sent Neo out to find out what's going on and to bring light back, so that way we can see to destroy everything, because that's what Talos is about. It's all for the greater good. Don't worry. So he was traveling from town to town. Yeah, nothing to see here. So he was traveling from town to town.
Oh, I'm here.
It's back. Oh, shit.
In the ways that a noble would ride. And ends up getting caught in the snowstorm, and he knows about this little hunting hut and kind of veers off to the side of the road and path and
yeah, see,
pulls
he
up.
was traveling through this blizzard, right? And he didn't think he was going to make it. He was starting to having visions and stuff, and he gets a call from his god Talos in his brain, and it says, "Follow the white rabbit." And then when he snaps out, he sees this hare moving through the woods, and he starts following it, and that's how he got out into the woods. And now he's trapped.
Well, isn't that special?
Doesn't that make
If you didn't get that, that was a Neo Matrix kind of.
Yes. Follow the rabbit. Yes, I loved it, actually.
Well, and before that, wasn't it Alice in Wonderland?
So yeah, thank you for the tie-in. Yeah, your guy is about to turn into a popsicle as well, and he's got to seek some shelter somewhere, or this blizzard may kick his ass. He doesn't know how long it's going to last or anything. They come and go up here willy-nilly. And so last but not least is Matakuri. Tell us a little bit about your character.
All right. Grun is actually from further south, but his family were traders and they moved up here when he was a teenager. Unfortunately, his family weren't prepared for the harsh conditions, and both of his parents passed away when he was 16. Grun nearly died shortly thereafter. He was found by a gentleman. Well, he was half frozen, and the gentleman nursed him back to health, and he's been physically weak ever since. But he learned from this guy. This guy kind of taught him a few things, and he learned that he had a small ability to use magic. But more importantly, this guy taught him how to integrate himself into the local economy. And he began working with various traders, visiting many of the 10 towns frequently. And for the last couple of years, he's spent the time traveling and kind of making contacts and getting to know people in the 10 towns, and trying to establish better trade routes and better intercommunication and financial benefit. Recently, they were in the market for some wolf pelts, and a severe lack of them has led him to go on a journey. He was instructed that a gentleman, he would meet someone outside of Koenig.
Koenig.
That he was going to meet someone outside of Koenig who could either give him some answers as to what's going on, or lead him to where he might find the pelts, or obtain the pelts for trading. But as he got out there, he got lost in the blizzard and stumbled his way into the camp.
Or is attempting to.
Is attempting to.
Yeah. All right. So with that, we're going to take a little 10-minute break. And the players are going to finish up their characters. And we actually got an encounter.
Aw, snap!
Oh, snap. Stuff to do before we even get the module. So enjoy your 10-minute break. Come back in about 9.5 minutes, and we'll be getting back here. So we'll see you guys in a little bit.
Meow.
Meow. All right, so we're going to go on
back
break,
to the free-for-all. Everybody against everybody.
And, yeah, it's a free-for-all. So we're going to go on break, and I'll even put in the slide for next week's show. What am I doing? Yeah, okay, that's all right. I'm all right, everybody. Hey, Gwydion, thanks for the cheer bits, and thanks to the other 2 people who resubbed. 3 people maybe, so thanks, guys. I didn't want to... Normally I would acknowledge you in the chat, of course, but I did not want to break the flow. I did not want to break the flow. You guys know what I'm trying to say. They were giving their speeches, and I didn't want to interrupt them, is what I'm trying to say. All right. So let's do it. Join us tomorrow, by the way, everybody. Tomorrow on the show, Theodore will be here going over Engineer Suite 2.0, which is now called Fantasy Parser, I think. Anyway, come and watch that. He says there'll be a new feature available by the show tomorrow, so that'll be exciting.
Ooh.
Sikone, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I hope I said that right. I think it's Sikone is how I would say that if I was trying to guess, but you can type it out phonetically if I'm super wrong, and I will endeavor to correct my pronunciation of that. All right, so let's open up announce Icewind Dale. Let's change it from September 12th, September 19th, because that's next week, everybody. September 19th. Save it. Every Saturday at 6 p.m. PT, 9 p.m. ET, Icewind Dale using FG Unity, DM Drake, 919. Yeah, okay, that looks good. Save as JPEG, right? Because that's how you do it. Now that should come up in the chat, or I mean in the OBS that you guys are currently viewing. Right after this slide. Friday, 9:18, Saturday, 9:19. There it is. Boom. That's the game we're playing right now. This is super fun. Assholes are back, baby. I so much love the accounting. I was discussing this with Robin the other day. I love the character making, the accounting, the items, the weapons, the spells, the equipment, all that. I love all the mechanics and the dice and the rolling your stats, and I love all that stuff. That's, to me, is just as much fun as playing a game. And I get super excited when it comes time to leveling up because it's more of that stuff. I just love all the stuff. I like digging in the books and getting out the, what does this do and how do I get a feat? You know, I love all that stuff. I mean, I obviously love to play, and I'm a big proponent of combat fantasy module parser. That's what it's called. I'm a big I'm a big proponent of combat over roleplay, obviously, but like when Drake said, "What's your character?" I made all that shit up on the spot. I just fucking panicked. I never know what to say, but apparently it was good enough. Yeah. So that's how you do it. Oh, here, let me put the clock on.
It passed.
Oh, he's listening to me, and I'm not. The players can't hear me, so he's listening to the stream. Let me put the clock on there for you guys, so we've got another 5 minutes on the break. Here, I'll put my voice back on. So, Drake, I didn't know you were listening to me on the stream.
I'm always listening to you, Rob. I'm a spy.
So smoky here, dude. I can't see the neighbor's house across the street. But there's no fire in my immediate area. But as you know, the entire western coast of the United States is fucking in flames right now. There's like 120 wildfires burning in 3 states. Climate change is a
money
hoax.
for them because they're Democrat states.
That's right. That's exactly right. They're poorly run states by Democratic governors. Yep. That's right. That's who we blame.
I meant no federal money because they're Democrat states.
Oh, yeah. Well, we've got firefighters from, like, Korea and fucking other countries and shit here now. Insane.
It was kind of what happened with Australia when they had the fires, and they sent firefighters from all over.
Oh, yeah, we went there, and Canada,
a lot
and
of places.
A lot of places, yeah. It's funny, last night I ordered pizza, and I never do this. I'm not, like, senile or absent-minded, but for some reason, the pizza guy came to the door. I got distracted right immediately as he was leaving. And whatever distracted me, I went, sat down, ate some pizza, watched a whole movie, TV shows, whatever, went to bed. Got up this morning, my front door was wide fucking open, and the whole house smelled like smoke. So I left my door open all night. Luckily, I live in a neighborhood that, there's not crack addicts breaking in my windows or walking in my open door. But yeah, crazy. But yeah, the last time I left the front door open, I think I did it one other time in my life. Maybe 6 years ago or something like that. But that's like any criminals that want to look up my address and then wait outside for me to leave my front door open all night, you might have to wait another 6 years. Gerbil Slayer says the Frosty Assholes would be a good team name. Bros and assholes. Hey, assholes. AA's. Yeah. Alcoholics Anonymous assholes. I don't know what's happening. This is a rare occasion where during the break of the game I did not get up and leave my desk. Because Drake started talking to me. Ace holes, yeah, that's good too, Scuba.
You're gonna have to.
No hot dogs, huh?
Pee in 2 minutes, though. You know that, right?
I know.
Did you forget already,
as soon
Rob?
as you go, okay, we're back, I'm gonna get like urinary isotisis or whatever.
Did you forget already, Rob? It's AA, Y2As? Just fuck you. That's why.
Is that why 2As? Because fuck you, that's why. That's good. Anything that has a profanity in it, I'm all about it.
You guys have really missed each other, haven't you? Bunch of fucking cocksuckers.
God fucking damn it!
Come on, you missed it.
You know, Bob, I still have to get. I never did follow through with you. I need, because I have a bunch of sounds, but if I play them, the stream will hear them, but you guys won't. I need you to teach me how to hook it in so that you guys hear them if I do it.
Oh, that's easy.
Okay, I just never followed through with you on that.
I got one when it's your turn and you're not at your desk.
Yes. So Drake, your sounds go through there too. Does I have a teleport sound? Star Trek. Oh, that's the same one Bob has.
I got this one for Rob.
Yeah! I cracked joke for you! Wow, that's the longest applause I've ever received in my life.
106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
That is
Blues
one
Brothers.
of my favorite movies of all time.
Rob, you mentioned Star Trek. My daughter freaked out when I did the Alexa fire torpedoes and fire.
Oh, did she like
phasers.
that? Yeah, that's so funny. For those of you that have Alexa, you should try that. Try asking her to first fire phasers and then ask her to fire photon torpedoes, and then enjoy yourself. Oh no, it's photon torpedoes. Alexa, fire photon torpedoes. Yeah, so you gotta do photon torpedoes first, then do phasers after that. That's the order you gotta do it. Alexa, blow me. Does this work? Does this do anything? Yeah, I'll teach you later.
Well, she was humming.
Yeah, she thought it over. She thought it over. Oh, all right. Are we back? What's happening? Did we win? Are we gonna fight shit? What's happening? Unity hasn't blown up on us. I like it.
Well, the first thing I need to do is probably put everybody in the combat tracker, right?
Oh,
And party sheet.
yeah. And the party sheet.
And the party sheet. All right, we've got an official game. We got characters in the combat tracker, and then characters in the party sheet.
Characters on the map.
So let's discuss a couple of things. I, as a DM, prefer to do milestone XP, especially when running an official Wizards of the Coast module. However, I leave that up to the players, actually, to choose.
I like what you did last time, which was you did milestone hybrid. Yeah, you did milestone, but if we happen to get XP before the milestone, then we got the early level.
Well, since I'm running Diablo Bob's DM toolkit, and he has given me the ability to automatically allow any encounter that I put in the combat tracker to also get added to the party experience point sheet. I'm fine with that because I don't have to keep track of that bullshit. I just award you XP when needed. So
right.
I say let's do hybrid.
Golden.
Hybrid.
So we're gonna do the hybrid. We will keep track of XP. They could level before the milestone, but in case they get off track or get ahead of everything, they will get their milestone level when they're supposed to.
Or start role playing too much like Rob. Rob always likes to role play way too much.
In other words, Rob thinks he's getting XP, and I'm just doing milestone.
God damn it!
He's getting it. So just so you know, I mean.
So if
That's
everybody would look in the party sheet at the characters, I would like to make special note of Obsidian's defense. Does everybody see?
Well endowed.
That's apparently he thinks that's a defense. So
that's what I said. He's above average for his age.
Well, in his
Well, I'm an elf, so I just don't have much to brag about.
What's the purple little potion bottle in the top left corner of the party sheet? Do you guys have
we
that?
don't have that, but that is click it. Was it do?
That's
If
part
I
of the
click
coins
it-
extension. It's give coins to the party.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
like I can. All right, so everybody did such a good job.
Here comes the cash.
So
Can you
where's
select-
Marbania's
there's not a
extension?
select
Like,
all?
just say.
Huh, that's kind of crazy.
Everyone
Marbania
else.
don't do extensions, no. No,
There should
he
be a
does
select all button.
some conversions. Hasn't done that in a while.
That you all get one electrum piece.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
did.
good job.
One
Plus,
electric piece.
Plus, I just want you to try to figure out what the hell an electron piece is, because everyone always looks at this thing like,
It's
why
a
do I got
50
a
cent
50 cent
piece.
piece? It's
5
like a
silver
50 cent
pieces.
piece. Why-
Half
You
a
can't put it
gold.
in your coin tray when you're in the cash register. You're like, 50-cent piece.
They have a. They
That's
have
just like
50
the
cent piece in
dollar.
the coin tray, don't they? Don't they have?
No.
Don't they have 6
Quarters, dimes, nickels, and pennies.
No, they've got 50 cents in there. So, well, cash registers I've ever worked with did. But you got to remember, I'm super
Well,
old. And
yeah, but
long
yours
time
had an
ago.
arm on the side and a big budge. You
It
go,
was a slot machine. It had a. It had just had one ticker tape thing coming out. Yeah, it was that.
I've got one of those sitting in my front office. 1920 National Cash Register sitting in my front office right now. Works just fine.
I'm about to publicly spill some not illegal, but between illegal and legal
Are you
shit I
printing
did
your
in
own
high
money
school.
now?
We had no, and I worked at Dairy Queen in high school, and that's what we had. We had a manual, like a exactly that. That's what we had, and so there was no computer accounting. So my friends would come in and order a sundae for whatever the hot fudge sundae, and I would take $1 from them and I would give them 99 cents in change. So I'd charge them a penny. Nobody had any way of fucking tracking that shit. So I was basically cheating the company I worked for. Thank you.
They made money.
nice. So let's take a look. I think, do we have an elf? Do we need like one racial thing in the effects? What everybody got their effects on that needs to have effects?
Yeah, I don't think I have anything as
Permanent effects.
No,
Yeah.
I have not set that up yet.
It should automatically be in your character sheet there, Marbania.
It should.
I don't
Where?
see it.
I said
Where
You
to
don't have
everybody.
Faye Anderson?
I announced a couple times before we started making characters to make sure that you guys had all the Rob 2e coding modules open. There's like 14
Yeah,
of them.
I did.
And so anything that you have from your racial thing should be on your actions tab.
I don't see where he gets anything.
Yeah, you might not. I mean, I don't.
I get
don't
Fey
have
Ancestry.
Fey
Do ya?
Ancestry, yeah, that should be there, right?
Yeah,
I don't see it on your. It's a trait,
I got,
right?
and I've got race traits open. So
Yeah, but it didn't put the
I don't know.
trait. You need to add the trait to your traits, I think. That's why I didn't do it, because it's not actually didn't
Oh.
get added to your character sheet.
Yeah.
That's what John said earlier, that some of the traits didn't pull over. So double check. But you're the only one that probably has it.
Yeah, humans don't get shit. We don't have anything.
Yeah, humans get a feat.
I got a feat.
But
Yeah, we got
I
feet.
can't. I don't think I can add it to the traits. That might be a DM thing.
No, you
No,
can.
you can. You can drag it.
Drag it from the trait list to straight onto your character sheet.
So wait, when you put your race in there, it
Oh,
didn't.
there it is.
It didn't add that trait in. I wonder what causes that.
Hmm.
By the way,
Unity or the extension? I don't know which.
anything that goes wrong, I'm just blaming Unity.
just say beta. Just
Yeah,
say
beta. It's still in beta, by the way, everybody. It's not released. People.
Yeah,
think
yeah,
it is,
we
but
got,
it's
we
not.
gotta, yeah, we need to. You should make that an official announcement.
Yeah, that Smiteworks released early access on Steam, which it wasn't on Steam for just forever until about a couple weeks ago. But people took that as meaning that it was released in final form. No, it's still beta. Still a beta product.
All right, so Rob, your character is out hunting these wolves, right?
Yeah.
And how is he on survival? Does he have any?
His survival is not great, but that goes against the background of the character because he is really good at survival. But his his dice mechanic is not good.
He's following these tracks, right, for like 20 minutes, wolf tracks, and that's what kind of gets him backwards looped, because he determines that the tracks that he's been following were wolf tracks that are following him as he comes across his tracks again, and he's just going in a circle. But he does determine that he thinks wolves are following him.
Awesome.
All right, so since most of you guys are human, we need to actually really think about lighting and light sources, because it is dark here a lot.
I
And
have
I'm
light.
talking, yeah, those that have the spell light are going to be a godsend for sure. As trying to keep a torch lit in this blizzard is impossible.
It's
So,
a frozen flame torch.
so you're kind of fumbling around in the dark right now,
I have a
making
hooded
your
torch.
way.
So there's never any
Um,
daylight. Is that what's the situation?
Yeah, it's and we'll get more into that as I get the module, but it's supposedly dark here almost completely all the time now.
That's
You
no
know,
good.
there are some uh less darker times, but as far as the sun coming out and the birds chirping, no. And now's the time that I would wish to set the color theme on Fantasy Grounds to like a cool blue or something, just for ambience. But they took that out of Unity.
What?
It's okay. It would be the only time I would ever use it the whole campaign, though. It would be now. That would be it.
Did they take that? But that's an extension, not a.
No, the
No, it was
moods.
part of Classic. Yeah,
Oh
the
right, but there's an extension called mood
day,
lighting.
night, camp.
That doesn't work in Unity.
Oh, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
the,
it
the
broke.
whole fundamental mood system was removed for Unity, so none of those work.
Why did they do that? Do we know?
Because no one used it.
Ask Moon Wizard.
No one used it.
Moon Wizard does not give me direct answers about anything. I can't even ask him like, "How are you?" or "What day is it?"
I think the right answer was it would have to be completely re-overhauled for Unity, and they just did not focus any time on doing it.
Yeah, I gotcha.
I think that would be his answer.
They said, "Fuck it."
Is it something they might do in the future? Well, is it that important?
If I asked
or would
him
we
that
rather
personally,
have lighting?
his answer to me would be, "That was never a thing. I don't know what you're talking about." That's what he would say to me.
All right, so you're fumbling through the dark, trying to make your way to this campsite. This goes for all of you guys. So let's do a little bit of a stealth survival. See
Oh
how
my
you
god,
guys
do we have
are.
inspiration? Can I use my inspiration?
I'm guessing I did not do well. Just wild guess.
Just
Well,
guessing.
For some
Just
reason, I
guessing.
have 0 hit points now, so I don't think I did that well. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you found the edge of a cliff, and so
That's not what I was looking for.
You've been
for
shot in
some
the
reason,
chest. You are dead.
the
Do not
guy
tell
with
the others.
the
Fuck.
lowest wisdom score in the group actually succeeded.
Nice.
So
Oh, it was obsidian. Oh no, wisdom. Yeah, that's me.
with a -1, you rolled an 18. So you're like getting closer to this pass, right, where you heard of this wolf den, and as you're moving along, there's like a little bit of moonlight like breaks through for a quick second and shines down on the path ahead of you, and sticking up in the middle of the path is an arm.
Is a humanoid arm?
Yeah, it looks like a man hand on there too. As you get a little closer, it's just sticking up right out of the snow.
Well, I'm gonna go.
And it's obviously frozen.
I'm gonna go grasp it, and I'm gonna manhandle it and pull it up.
Oh, I got it. I got it.
He said it was a manhand, so I'm gonna manhandle it. And hopefully that's a person that's unconscious and has just begun to froze. I'm gonna save their life. Or I'm gonna pull up an arm with nothing else.
Snap the arm off.
Give me a perception check in the dice tower, please.
Okay.
I don't have the dice tower extension anymore. It's conflicting, so.
Too bad he didn't just like high
So
five it.
as
and
of
keep on
now,
moving.
any skill ability that I call for should default to the dice tower. If I want it on the table, I'll try to just say that, but try to default to the dice tower. All right, so yeah, you see this this hand sticking up, and as you like reach down and like go to grab it and pick it up, you see like an imprint underneath of it of a like an oval shaped metal object buried in the snow.
Is there a body?
No, you think it's some kind of metal object that this thing is sitting on under the snow.
So
like oval shape.
Is the arm
Probably,
on top, or is it like the oval shape has covered a body and the arm sticking out? Like which one?
It's like the arm is sitting on the oval shaped impression.
Oh, and it's just an arm. There's nothing.
Yeah, you don't see a
frozen
body.
like
You see your perception was really good too. You see what looks like, now that you kind of move and looking, it looks like a trap, like a claw trap, that springs closed.
And it got this arm?
Well, the bait is the arm laying on top of it.
Oh, so normally an animal would be like, "Hey, arm, let me step on this trap." Okay, so I don't go near it then.
Well, you are near it. You're like right there.
Oh,
so, but you noticed it.
If I
Yeah, you're
noticed
like,
it,
whoa.
then I wouldn't spring the trap. I'm gonna get a stick or whatever I can find and poke it.
You have a pole arm in your hand.
I don't want to ruin that. I'll get a branch or something and then poke the arm to trigger the trap to snap it shut.
All right, so this thing goes to snap shut, and it yeah, sure enough, you hit that thing, and that thing just snaps your freaking stick, like just like grabs a hold of the end of it, right? Like snap, it like comes up out of the snow. The hand goes flying into the snow ahead of you. Thud.
Cool.
It's like the forearm and the hand, You can see that it was kind of bloody. Still got blood all on it. As it flies off into the darkness, and this thing goes snap. And as you're moving through this blizzard, Neo, following this little white rabbit, it kind of yeah. It kind of fades away into the snow ahead of you, and you hear a bit of cursing, and a loud metal clang noise up ahead of you. And as you come out of this brief moment of the moon comes out, and about 50 feet ahead of you, you came out of off of a little ridge, and there's a little path down there. You don't know how you got up on this ridge, but you're trying to get back down and you can see this little path down, and then on that path, there's a bigger guy. He's got a pole arm, and he goes over to a tree, and he pulls a branch off the tree, and he comes back over, and he smacks the ground in front of him with it, and a big bear trap goes and slams shut, and you see something fly off into the darkness away from you guys. And just then you kind of kick a pebble, and he looks up towards you.
Hi.
Did he
Good
say
catch.
anything?
Hi.
Hi.
What? So when he looks up at you, you're about 50 feet away in the darkness. Rob, you just see a shape. What does he see? Like what do you got? A big fur coat on or something?
So I have obviously cold weather clothes on, apparently.
Yeah. What do they look like though? I mean, is it wolf pelt? Is it?
It's actually a trench coat
a
that's
chicken suit?
fur lined. You know, it's kind of nice, kind of like
Like
billowing a little bit in the wind.
a tan trench coat?
Yeah, well, like kind of like a
Like-
tannish black.
Like
No,
a
it's more
Inspector Gadget
blackish.
kinda?
No, it's a dark brown more.
He flashes you.
I lower
Yes.
I lower my glaive in his direction and I say, "Identify yourself or name your beneficiary."
Tim, and I cast light on my torch, so that way he can see me better and go,
Oh.
"Hi."
Hi, Tim. You look like you're friendly.
All right. Through this howling wind and wait, I got some of that. There we go. I got sounds. So through the howling wind, you see Diablo Bob's character pull out a torch and fumble around just for a brief second with it, and it ignites brightly into this blizzard that's going on, and it doesn't seem to be whipping and flashing and flickering about. And do you say something to him?
Me?
No, Bob.
Okay.
I say, hi.
Hi.
Good catch with the bear trap. Good catch with the bear trap. Do you know where the hut is around here? The little hunter's cabin? I seem to be kind of turned around. I didn't realize I was up on the ridge.
I'm actually looking for that myself. I was hoping to spot like a fire or light of some kind. But yes, it's around here somewhere because I'm looking for it. It's so sad that my character's voice is that of Rob Toohey. I don't like it.
So I guess is it okay if I kind of tag along with you so that way Two Eyes might be able to catch it better?
Do you mean Four Eyes?
Sure.
Yeah. I make with the jokes when I'm uncomfortable. Come on, let's go. Stick with me, buddy. You'll be just fine.
Let's roll.
You hear that? I hear wolves.
Well, there's not supposed to be any wolves out there.
Yeah, we may want to find it fairly quickly. Or I guess we could also figure out where the wolves are coming from, and they normally have a nice warm den.
So
okay.
Groon, you're running right now because these two wolves have gotten behind you, and they started tracking you, and often to the left and often to the right, you see more and more movement. You think are more wolves. So you thought about standing your ground for a quick second, but you hear voices kind of on the edge of the wind, like humanoid voices. And these two wolves kind of perked up as you heard it, they heard it, and they started coming aggressively towards you. So you started running towards these voices, and you suddenly you trip or you hit your feet on something in the snow, right? And it rattles and clangs like iron on stone underneath the snow because it kind of trips you up. And when you roll back over and you kind of get your balance and you look back, you're still moving away from the wolves. The wolves seem kind of scared of it. They kind of get their distance from it as you're moving. This is something flashes as you're running. You tripped over it, you look down. It looked like a bear trap. but a big one, and you kept running because it didn't spring, it wasn't set, but the wolves still seem cautious towards it. As you come running down this hill, you see these two guys standing around, and they got a sprung trap next to them, and they're chit-chatting. Both of you guys hear these wolves howling, and then the crunch of somebody running through snow towards you. Crunch, 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 crunch. Do you have any kind of light source currently? Would you
I
have
do not.
You do not, so you're
I'm
just
heading towards that light.
tripping and falling over shit in the dark. And are you saying anything? I mean, these wolves haven't bit you yet, but some of them have come close. They're like snipping at you.
Yeah, I'm cursing pretty loud, and heading towards the light. Kind of
So
large.
fuck,
Yeah, they're
fuck, fuck.
Yeah, pretty much.
So you guys, what's he dressed like? What is he? He got what do they see when they look up this hill at him?
So I posted it in the Discord chat. That's kind of what they see when I come over the hill.
That's funny as shit right there.
Yeah, he's
so half frozen
frozen.
human, kind of slightly balding and got one little bald spot on him, and looks terrified. Just
He looks a lot
terrified.
older than he is, and his hair is like peppered black and white. He looks like he's prematurely aged by quite a bit.
I think he's got a little bit of an Italian accent, like
Danny!
just a little Italian accent he's got. His name is Grun Whitespear. He's got a little bit of an Italian, Mamma Mia, going on. So yeah, and directly behind him, within 10 or 15 feet, are two rather large wolves, and they kind of you see him coming down the hill. He trips over something earlier. That's what got your attention, and you see him pop up. That picture of him pops up out of the snow, and then he starts running again towards you, towards the light, and now you guys can sense movement all around you within 100 feet. And further north of you, the way you guys were heading into you think the hunter's den is, you hear a voice cry out in Elven, with an Elvish accent. Marbania, your character has found the encampment, right?
Okay.
The encampment, and just as you got into the encampment, you started looking around. There's no light, there's no fire. There's a couple of tents that are heavily covered in snow and are kind of just flapping in the breeze, like four-man kind of tents.
Right.
And there's two huts here, wooden huts, kind of thatch roof huts in the winter, but a little more secure. But you hadn't had a chance to go up to them. They're kind of off in the distance a little. Some wolves have started encircling the camp, and you started taking notice of the wolves making a perimeter around this place. As you hear voices and commotion from the pass that leads out of here that you just traversed a few minutes ago. You can hear voices and commotion coming from that direction. Actually, if you move around the corner a little bit, you can see a light source out there and 3 people.
Is it like bobbing? Like?
Yeah, they're making all kinds of noise, and you can hear them talking about the wolves and pointing in your direction. So you think they may be coming this way.
So could I assume that this may be their camp? They're trying to make it back to camp.
No, they seem to be lost. They sound lost. They don't know where the camp's at. That's what they're trying to find. You can hear them. We think the camp is. Let's run this way. Okay, no, yeah, this way. They're. So if they are from the camp, they don't know where it's at.
All right. So I'm gonna use a cantrip and cast create bonfire on the ground right here by these tents.
There is a fire pit in the middle of
in
the
the
camp.
fire pit. That way they can see the light. They can run.
Yeah,
toward
there is some stuff in there too. There's some wood and stuff that could easily be
Over there.
ignited.
There we go.
Let me give you guys
at the
a
fire gun.
map that I made. This is my first map in Unity, so don't make fun of it. Share image.
Awesome.
It's black, man. That's cool.
It's very,
like
very
it.
dark.
It's night.
It's night. It is, but
No-
you know,
nobody-
I've got dark vision.
It is.
dude.
Well, I'm going to put you guys on the map, which is going to start exposing some of the line of sight stuff that I have on the map. Does it show the snow on the map?
No, we just got black.
No.
It's just black. Awesome. It's perfect. Because that's about what you guys see.
That's bullshit. I can't see anything.
Obsidian, you're the only one that I haven't described yet. Because you somehow made your way up onto a ridge line, and you can hear these wolves got up on the ridge line behind you, and so you didn't want to go back. So you went to the edge of the ridge line, and you're looking down now. Did that show for you?
It did. And I see snow.
Cool. All right, so you're at the edge of the camp, Marvania, and that's what you see.
Oh, that's
So is the
fucking
ridge line
cool.
to the north?
That is so fucking cool. I
yeah,
wish
this
Stream could see that.
This is a little 15-foot cliff.
I wish Stream could see that. That's fucked up.
Well, they will in a
I know,
second.
I know.
Let me
I
get.
see the
So
arrow, I see
Rob,
the-
you're
Oh,
snap! Here, and who's with you?
Bob.
Or Neo is.
Neo.
I almost said Eric with a K.
Yeah.
Neo is like right next to you with a light source. And
Grun is with him.
and Grun just kind of came down this hill, and he's probably right there.
Does
All right,
it-
so there
Unity
is not.
doesn't have lock tokens, is that right?
They do not.
They do
They
not?
currently do not, but they are working on it. It is really high on the top of the list.
Yeah.
But they want to do it right. They don't want to have to do it again. So
Right.
they're
I knew they were
researching
doing it. I just didn't know if they had it done yet.
I
You use
think
your number keypad to move.
That's what I'm doing.
yeah, you can use your keypads. Yeah.
I'm using my arrows.
All right.
My. Oh, can you
So
Oh, you can.
You have to turn off numlock, but
yeah,
you can't.
and then you can do the diagonal ones too. Okay, cool. What's that? Is that a special token, Bob? What is that?
It's light.
Yeah, is it special? Do you have it? Is it critically awesome such?
By the way, stack movement is almost done for Unity.
cool.
So Drake, that cliff you were pointing at, I'm above, and to the north is below, correct?
I'm sorry.
I'm higher than
Yeah,
north of me?
you're up about 15 feet.
Okay, thank you.
It's snowing. Look at that shit. That's cool.
Actually, if you get a little closer to the edge, you should be able to see down, I think.
I see a little bit of it, yes.
Hey, there's somebody over there.
Hey, over there.
I don't see
Yeah,
anybody
now you
else
can
yet, but
Yeah, now you can see a little bit of the tent
Next
and
to
stuff
an
down
unlit.
there.
So Drake, does your map show like everybody's line of sight, all unshaded? Like how?
Well, if I click on your token, it shows your
shows what
your
they
line
see.
of
Oh, that's
sight.
just fucking cool
Yeah.
as shit.
All right, so
actually, we really
what
can't
we've got.
see. We really can't see him over there because the light only goes so far, right? So
Is
where
initiative.
Arbania is, we can't really see him. We might be able to hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do
Well,
need
no,
to
he has
use
a
Theater of the
light.
Mind
There's
for
a
He
bonfire
has the
right there.
campfire.
for light source. Yeah, and that's going to happen. Actually, he already did that. So
Oh, so that's
it's
burning.
starting
There
to
we go.
kick
Look
up
at there.
Ah, look at that shit.
Right there off the action tab, man.
Yep, that's how you do it.
There's his light radius.
All right, so yeah, so the camp lights up, this big bonfire, and the wind's whipping through here, but not as bad in this. This is kind of down in a little valley, right? And you guys have wolves, so let me put the wolves on here. First off.
Oh, can you even? Oh, you can't even like control, or I mean, there's no way to know your movement. You have to count it out, I guess.
Yep, you have to count it.
Okay, all right, we'll deal with that.
All right, I don't want those in there.
Oh yeah, Gwyd 05. It's it is called Roll for Initiative, and you can ask for many different things. You can ask for saves. You can ask for party rolls or individual rolls and initiative and all kinds of shit. It's crazy. What was that?
All right,
is that
obsidian.
Somebody riding a bike? What is that?
Yeah, it's a when it's your turn, a bell will ring, a little bicycle bell, when it's the
Oh,
turn
hey.
is passed.
Oh, that's a
Players
different...
can use the double click to measure out.
The double
They
click.
can,
what do you mean?
So you can actually double click your token and measure out for your distance. It creates a pointer.
Oh, it does? It doesn't do that for me.
So
It does
I'm
for me.
Double click
carrying.
with left and right mouse button at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh well, nobody told me.
Like it would for the DM side on Classic is only DM. Players can do it now.
Oh,
All right,
So if you click on your token and
here's how you got to tell a stupid person: not double click, but click and hold. I was double clicking the shit out of that. I wasn't doing anything.
Okay, click both and hold, and then
There we
drag the mouse across.
Okay, but that doesn't create a movement. It just creates a measurement.
Correct, but you
Okay.
can at least figure out how far you're going, and then you can
Right.
move your token there.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
All right, so obsidian, yeah, you're up on this cliff edge. It's about 15 feet down. DC would be like a 10 to climb down, so it's got pretty good amount of handhold and stuff. But
Right,
off
so I
to
hear
your
these.
off to this side, you can hear wolves growling on down below, and you think you might have outdistanced the wolves on the ridge because you haven't seen them or heard them in a little while. You just kind of quickly made your way to the edge here to see if you can get down. So you don't see them immediately above you, but you do hear some growling down in this area.
And is this difficult terrain? The snow?
No.
So I'm going to move down.
For combat purposes, no. I mean, it is difficult to move around in, but for combat purposes, I'm not going to hinder everybody.
And I've got two of the juggling tools in my hand, and I'm pulling in myself and giving myself a little bit of resistance.
What is that to do? An action or a bonus to cast resistance?
That's an action.
An action. All right, so you can't ready. All right, so you climb down. You got some weapons out in your hands. You give yourself some resistance. You kind of squat down and you're trying to let your eyesight adjust as this bonfire is getting a little bigger and light's starting to spread out. Grun, you were falling down the hill up the little path there, and you got to your feet, and you can hear wolves out in the distance circling around. And then all of a sudden you see a bonfire light up ahead in your line of sight and a couple of tents and looks like an encampment.
Yeah, I am going to run towards there. Get into the light radius of Neo.
So you're going to
Get
dash?
into the
All right,
light.
so your movement's
No, I'm not
30.
going to dash.
Oh, you're
I'm
just
going
going
to
to
cast
move?
a spell. I'm going to do my move and then cast a spell.
What spell are you casting?
I'm casting Armor of Agathis on myself.
All right, so as you're moving, you're casting the spell. What is it? Has it got verbal components? Do you have to shout, "Your mother is a whore"?
Yeah, I want you to shout
Yes.
I mean,
Verbal, somatic, and material.
all right, so this guy, this kind of popsicle, pops his head out, and as he's coming up towards you, he's mumbling and flapping his hands, and what is is there an effect that we see?
Well, there's no visual effect. Oh, yes, there is. So as I walk up, you see this frozen-looking guy has a spectral frost covering his body and gear.
Underneath the frost and the snow.
Yeah.
What do you use for focus or what do you
Yeah, I
got
was
in your
supposed to
hands?
grab a focus. A rod.
So you got like a little short, does it look like a scepter rod or?
Yeah, it kind of looks like well, he's not very rich, so more like a long, fancy-looking club, but it is just a rod.
And that's what he's casting with. You can see him flapping his arms as he comes running up, and he goes, "Wolves!" And he points back the way he came. And he says, "Mamma mia, there's a wolves back there." Anything else?
Nope, that's
All
it.
right. So out of the darkness over here comes a wolf. And let's see, they can move 40, so he's going to run up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Can you use the diagonals?
You can.
You have it set to
with
standard.
number lock on, you can. I don't want number lock on all the time, though.
You can hit both arrows. If you hit left and up, it'll go diagonally.
Huh. All right, so yeah, he comes around the corner. He's kind of eyeballing Marbania a little. He's like prancing up against the cliff edge there. He's kind of looks like he's circling around, but he continues moving over this way, and kind of gets over by this tent and starting to head around the backside of the tent. Marban, you see him come through, and there's another one with him. So that extension isn't working now. The two NPC sheets have opened, and they weren't on top of one another.
Oh, weird.
The one that you guys hate that I want to use.
Yeah, but
so it works for you, but it's not working for me.
We don't. I wonder
Yeah,
if it
one.
has something to do with like the wolf is. We only see one in the combat tracker. Is it because he's not visible that might have messed that up?
No, this is that extension that opens the windows in the same place, reuses the same window, and it's not doing that.
Yeah, so out of the the wolves tend to travel in little groups. So another wolf kind of slinks in here and gets close to you, Marbania, kind of growls. And
now I can see the light over here. I can hear the wolves around me. Do I see any light coming from this direction? Because I don't even know Obsidian's out there then.
No, he doesn't have any light source. Do you, Obsidian?
Okay.
No, you hear, and there's all this commotion coming from this direction. I don't think you would hear him over there either.
Well, I'm confused why the wolves just looked at me and turned that direction.
Well, it looks like they're waiting on something.
for Marbeni
Like
to lie
they're-
down in the fire. Is that what they're waiting for?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
scoping you out. This fire
Yeah.
just lit, and they kind of came out of the darkness, and they just come by you. They're looking at you. They're sniffing at you. They're growling at you. They look real curious at first, but they hostile curious. And CKC, I'm gonna have a hard time with that. Sakasi crapper.
It's not crapper. It's craper. Crapper would be a C and 2 P's. So when it's anybody's turn,
Unless you're from up north, then you say the crapus.
the crepa. I'm from the north. We're from the crepa.
From
So when-
Boston, I gotta use a crepe.
Just so I'm clear, when it's anybody's turn, we're gonna hear that bike bell, and when it's my turn, I'm gonna hear like the bike bell and the raindrop sound effect or whatever that was.
Yeah, you get used to it.
Okay, I don't know if I like it on everybody's turn though, because a lot of times I'm doing different stream shit and not really looking at the screen. And how I know it's my turn is I hear that thing, but if I'm gonna hear it on everybody's turn, I'm gonna fucking be freaking out. Can we change that?
Note to self: download some
Yeah,
more
I can
sound files.
I can change the turn off the chat trigger. It's just a chat trigger.
Okay, so
Stream says they all know it's crap.
I see wolves. My movement is 30. I'm assuming because we're not doing the second diagonals at 10 foot. We're not doing that, are we?
No.
That would be a giant pain in the ass. Okay. I can't move myself. What happened? I don't
Just
know.
measure it out.
No, I want to move 5, 10, 15. 5, 30. And I don't need to ready an action because... Now, wait a minute. What's the rule about readying an action? If you ready an action, does that count as your reaction when you use it?
Yeah.
Yes.
It does. So you're not spending a previous turn's action.
Yeah, 5e rule for holding your action sucks. For readying an action,
So if you ready your action and then you use it, you're burning your reaction.
Yes.
And your action.
And your action. So it's not.
Well, it doesn't matter to me either way because what I'm trying to do is game out how this works with the Polar Master. If they come within 10 feet, I get to attack, and that is a reaction.
Yes.
But so my character doesn't need to ready a melee
Right.
attack because
That's
it
right.
just fucking doesn't matter.
You can dash.
Ooh.
Or you could dodge.
Ooh. No, I want
Or
to fucking...
duck. Or dive.
Oh wait, so if I'm dodging, I still get to attack, right? Yeah, okay, all right, I'll figure it out. No, I'm gonna move more. I'm gonna dash.
You like duck meat, Diablo Bob?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then I will pass my turn because just come on, wolves, you try something.
Growl at him. Growl.
I can see
So this
shit.
dude, now that I can see you come up, what do you look like? Other than
Me?
it's just, you're probably like everybody else up here. You're wrapped in freaking fur.
Oh, here I'll put a picture of what I look like in the chat. Give me a minute though. I gotta get it.
All right. So out of the darkness, the eyeball on the combat tracker is bigger in Unity. You know the hidden eyeball or whatever it's called. Hide
hidden
all
eyeball?
NPCs eyeball.
Yeah, I can't see that.
Visibility eyeball.
Yeah, I know the players can't. That's kind of why I'm saying it. So
Does your combat tracker hack work in Unity? Where a Matacuri can
Pass
mean
run
the-
NPCs?
You mean the player DM thing?
Yeah.
It should, yeah.
So Obsidian, you see this wolf kind of coming out of the dim light up there, circling around. He looks over at you. He's growling. And that's what he does. Dennis.
Well, they kind of turned and ran the other way, but they're wolves.
Oh, they look like they're getting ready to. Wolves attack in packs, so
So,
they're gonna
Barbarian,
wait
Right.
until they're
I
gonna
put
wait
it-
till there's 5 or 6 of them, and then they're gonna come in at you.
I put a picture. Maticuri's already seen it. I put a picture of what I look like in the chat.
Oh man, you're fine, babe. You are. You know what? Dennis Quaid just absolutely forgot all about those wolves.
I probably look closer to the one Marbania put in the chat. I just thought that was funny. I showed the stream that picture, so.
Okay, so now how do you target in this? I'm holding control and I'm
Control,
not
but
getting.
then you have to like click on your token again to see the line.
Okay, so I don't want to target myself, and I don't have myself targeted. So, now I've got the wolf. Okay, very good. I'm just gonna fling an acid splash at him.
Sweet.
How's that? And save for wolf. I'm not seeing the. Does that mean save, or would it have said failed for wolf?
I'm sorry. I was deck save. He succeeds.
Okay. Then that's me. Actually, I'm gonna move away from these wolves. 10, 15, probably to right there. Just keep the fire between me and them.
Okay. Probably not a bad idea.
My turn.
All right.
Oh, no, it's not.
So Neo will go ahead and run down towards the campfire with his 40 movement. Okay. And then go ahead and pop off a firebolt at Wolf 10. Yes, and he missed. It doesn't say if I missed or hit. Yes, and it was a miss.
Does it? It doesn't say that.
Now you
Not for
probably
me.
have your thing set to don't show.
Show GM rolls off.
Show GM rolls. No, that's not the one I want, is it?
It's like show results.
Show results. You probably have friendly only or something like that, which is fine. You just have to tell us each time.
Show results to client friendly.
Yeah.
I want it on. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay. I don't want to have to tell you every time. I want you guys to know the result.
I do.
All right, so
yeah,
that was a miss.
There. All right. So that being said, I will go ahead and make sure that my torch is attached to my pack and pull up my knife.
Drake, even though we're not doing cards, we do get an inspiration every game session, correct?
Yeah, you guys all should have a point of inspiration for being on time.
So use it or lose it.
On Rob's table, you pretty much, it's automatic. On Rob's
Yeah, because we're all here fucking 40 minutes early anyway.
Yeah.
Every time.
And I'll work on that chat trigger thing later to get that down. You just have to put up with it tonight, Rob, but I can turn that off later.
Okay.
All right, so there's this other wolf that is coming out of the darkness down here.
What? How many wolves? What kind of?
enough to do it. TPK.
Session. The title of this video is gonna be Session 0 TPK.
Next week will be session 0.2.
Yeah, that's right. Session 0 Redux. Nobody's got here yet. Nobody's. Oh! Neotroll has 1 miss in the stats. I love it.
All right, so the top of the next round.
Yeah, troll.
The wolf
Gotta change my name.
that just came in, kind of growls and moves in to attack the guy with the pole arm.
I'm gonna stab him in his dick.
So with your
Yes.
pole arm feet and your reaction, you're going to take a swipe at him with your Glaven.
I am.
Oh, and you connect. Wow, you hit
Oh,
this thing on side, like open up his ribs, right? You can see the white of his ribs. Slice.
Dead.
What direction did he come from?
Unfortunately, he's still healthy. How's that possible?
Yeah, but he should be 5 feet away from you. Another 5 feet away.
Well, no,
from you.
my thing doesn't
he
stop
was
him.
until he moved up to him.
The sentinel's what stops him, not the polearm feet.
Yeah,
so,
but I don't see any damage on him.
I rolled damage.
Oh, that's right. No. Yeah, okay.
I mean,
Didn't
I had
have
him
targeted.
I did, but let me hear. I'll just drag it on him. There we go.
Well, that hurt him.
Nah.
Sure, he didn't like it.
Okay.
Yeah, he.
Yeah, good. Let that be a lesson to you.
As he attempts to bite you. And grabs a hold of your leg.
Crotch scraper.
He starts pulling on your leg.
That's a new personal best, GM. God damn it. Why is that?
What the hell is that?
That's the stats thing. Look on the party sheet on the combat tab.
Okay.
And,
you'll see.
He tries to like yank you off your feet. And
it's also in your log.
And he does. You slip on the ice, right? And you land on your back. The wind gets knocked out of you a little bit as you're prone.
Oh no, prone and fucking 3 more wolves. Okay, no big deal. Don't panic.
Fuck that.
Chat.
And that's his turn. Grun.
Streams are on. The things are on. The stat chats. What? I'm nervous. I'm panicking.
Grun. All right, Grun is going to come up closer. And target Wolf 1. And
he currently has he has this guy's what armor are you wearing? What's your character
I've
wearing
got
for
chain,
armor?
I believe.
So yeah, he's got like his leg by the chain, right? And he's shaking on it. He's like, he's got this pole arm in his hand. He's trying to swing at this wolf.
And I'm going to point a finger at him and blast him with an Eldritch Blast.
Yes!
Is that range?
A middle finger, yes. It is 100. I have a range of 240 feet.
This is how you cast it. That's how he's casting it.
And even if I applied any negatives because of firing through, Rob's
wouldn't
square
matter
or whatever.
Because I'm a spell sniper.
Nice.
Oh, he never has to worry about. Oh,
it's in the dark.
Cover.
That's nice.
Spell sniper. Nice. Kill it.
9 points of damage.
Oh yeah.
So
Darren Whitespear, that's the deadliest thing you put down
like?
In your adventuring career.
Eldritch Blast. What is it? What's the effect look like?
The effect is a beam of crackling energy streaks towards the creature and blows its freaking head off.
So I say it's like a 3-foot long like bolt. It's like, and what does it look like? What's your fiend? Is it? It's force damage, but is it black? Is it crackling?
It would be
like
red tinged with black,
so,
with streaks of black through it.
so it's like the heart of a fire, but black sparks shooting out of it as it flies through the air and hits this wolf square on the side of the head, and his brains go all over the snow as he lets go of your leg, CK. He's like, "Bleh," falls over dead. And his buddy hears that yelp and kind of darts out here and tries to get a hold of Obsidian. You guys hear somebody yell out, "Help!" I'm assuming.
That's what Obsidian's voice sounds like. Help.
What does Obsidian's voice sound like?
So you're saying that he's calling for help?
No, I'm asking if he's going to call for help or no.
No,
This
not
wolf-
yet. Not at this point.
No, okay.
He's waiting
So
to
the
see what
wolf,
these people are doing.
the wolf jumps up and grabs you by the throat.
Damn.
And
this little mother, isn't he?
And bites down into you, doing 5 points of damage to like your collarbone and stuff. And he tries to drag you onto the ground, which he succeeds. He drags you down on the ground.
So
and
I have resistance on. Does that not automatically trigger if it's triggered by a attack or something?
Resistance
maybe
to
I don't
what?
know. What is resistance to?
Oh, affects just
I get a
resistance.
D4.
It's a saving throw.
With
It's
the
a
saving throw.
What saving
Okay.
throw are you trying to get resistance to?
I can. It says that's why, because I can choose to roll the die before or after making the saving throw. So I roll so crappy that even if I roll a 4, I'm not gonna save. So I'll wait.
Yeah.
You know, how many times did I try to knock things prone in the last campaign, and it always failed?
Well, you can have
Freaking
two
Drake comes in
NPCs
and just like, oh,
with a
slap,
7
slap.
and an 8 strength. You know, I'm like, yeah. And this encounter was already rolled before you guys rolled your strength scores. Just saying.
Hey, I'm a commoner, all right. That's
I'm a
also a
commoner.
noble.
Obsidian,
That's a
this
noble.
thing's got your leg. It's starting to drag you towards the other wolves that are coming this way. You think you have now become lunch.
Very well. So I'm going to stand up.
You like get this thing on your leg. It's like
I'll
pulling
no
at you.
longer be
Like,
prone. I'm going to
you
move
hop up on one leg.
around a little bit, and as I'm moving, I've got this ball in my hand, and I'm sort of rolling it over the back of my hand and under and clap them together.
So he looks up at you real quick
I
and he starts
attack.
wagging his tail.
And I smack him in the face with it.
Wait,
Ball.
don't. You got us prone on you still.
Yeah, let's take that off. And I think I have.
Are you really labyrinthing the balls?
Correct.
Are you lathering the balls? Is that what you asked?
Labyrinth, David Bowie's little ball thing.
I
Oh,
thought you
yeah.
said lathering the balls too. I wanted to hear more.
Yes,
But also talk
lathering the
slower.
balls.
All right, that's your new personal best, the city.
So
Good
as
job.
it
5 points of damage.
hits him in the face, I'm gonna. My leg is already coming up, and I'm trying to knee him in with my left knee.
A little flurry of blows kind of thing. Oh, unarmed strike. I got you. Yeah, he kind of jumps out of the way, using his dexterity. CK.
Hey, didn't I attack the wolf when he came in and hit him?
That was your reaction.
Right, but
Yeah.
I did damage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's dead.
My stats aren't fucking working. What the fuck? It's always just me.
It's only you.
Yeah, it's only me. All right, I'm gonna move.
Maybe
here.
it only works on
Oh.
your turn. So
I'm gonna move here, as a matter of fact, and then I'm gonna attack him.
Because you're gonna stand up first.
I'm gonna stand up, prone.
getting it. And we'll see if I have that player removal extension. It might be allow you guys to do it. There's your personal best. 7 points of damage to
All right,
to
so
Wolf
it
10.
recorded that, but it didn't record it when it wasn't my turn. I wonder if that's a thing.
Yeah, I think you have to be active for it.
That could very well be.
All right, I'm gonna message him right now. That is. Standby. A glaive butt.
Don't you have to be within 5 to do the glaive butt? No?
Then reach.
Okay.
Oh.
Neo will go ahead and run over here. Bam. And go ahead and attack with his dagger, casting Booming Blade. Booyah! Let's see. Offhand. Dagger. And I'll say, fuck you, Wolf, as I step back.
Alright, so this wolf is going to
Attack!
try to slink in.
Damn
Yeah, he
it.
does. He like slinks
Don't you
in
get
real
your
quick.
reaction again?
Yeah, I just did.
He
I
just
missed.
tried it. And tries to grab a hold of your leg and misses. It grabs a hold of your armor. Can't get through the
Blocked.
armor.
Stupid wolf.
And he is done. So from the north, you guys hear some more
Prom dates?
from this direction. You see some more movement as some more wolves appear to be closing in.
You said there's huts here too. Where are the huts?
We were lied to.
You see
It's
some
just-
big mounds of snow, like here and here. Actually, now that you're looking a little, you think you see a door on the front of this big mound of snow.
Look, a door.
Ooh.
You think? It's pretty snowy and packed. As this other wolf as well comes running in, trying to...
What? Is that a bomb? What is that?
Booming blade.
Booming Blade hit him.
You had 10 targeted?
Yes.
Cool. He's gonna
Because
try
that's
to
the one
bite.
I put the effect on.
With advantage,
Blocked!
since he's
Pack tactics don't mean shit.
prone. Oh no, pack tactics, that's why. Nice!
Automatic. You didn't even remember to do it. It was
Yeah,
automatic.
I just got, we just installed it yesterday, or today, actually.
Nice. That's awesome.
So yeah, he didn't get his thing. Yeah, from the north again, you guys hear another wolf. And you hear a mumbled crying voice coming from this mound of snow.
Male,
From the after the
female, or
wolf
male?
howls. Child. You're not sure if it's a boy or a girl.
Okay, child or child.
And you're thinking, child up here? with all
Fuck
these wolves. And
Feed him the child. Maybe they'll leave the rest of us alone.
Feed him the child. Oh.
and as I learn how to open a door, how do I do that?
There were no children harmed in the making of this.
I think you
episode.
click, double click on it, maybe, Drake. I don't know.
How do I show the line of sight?
Oh, line of sight's gone.
We saw it. We saw everything. It's too late. We saw it all.
Is that like a map version of a nipple slip?
How do I turn on the line of sight so I can see all the pins? Anybody remember?
I don't.
The pins?
So I can see the line of sight so I can turn the door on.
You just mouse over where it is. You don't have
Uh,
to
The
change
door should already
anything.
be there.
Yeah, there's
You're
no...
you got to be in play mode.
I'm in play mode. That's what I don't want to be in, maybe. I want to be able to see the occluders or whatever. Oh, there we go. Line of sight. There it is. I'm hovering over the blue door I made.
Toggling it should be done in play mode, not in edit mode.
I didn't do it right because in play mode, if I can't hover over it.
Yeah, Scuba says you don't need to see the occluders to open the door.
Then I didn't make the door right. All right, so
Click
the
on
door up
Click
here
on the word
opens.
closed.
What word closed?
When
If
you
you
mouse
hover
over
over it.
where the door is, it should have the pop-up.
Yeah, when I
close.
mouse over where the door is, nothing happens. That's what I'm trying to say. There's no mouse over, there's no open, there's no close. It's just a blue line that was supposed to be a door, so I must have drawn it wrong. But the door opens and you guys see a guy with a crossbow look out, and the inside is lit, and behind him you can hear voices of women and children. And
Is the guy crying?
no. He looks
Sound like a
concerned.
little girl.
You can't see him, by the way. Obsidian.
So I found out why I found out why my stats weren't recorded for that reaction. It had everything to do with me not having targeted the thing. So when I rolled the dice, it wasn't, you know, and then I applied the damage. But yeah, so people, you got to be mindful if you want your stats to count. Don't fuck up like I did.
So don't just grab dice and drop them on something. Target
Right.
it.
I mean, I did target it, but I must have untargeted it somehow before, and so since it wasn't targeted, it didn't count either the attack or the damage. Even though when I drop the damage on it later, it doesn't work like that. You gotta do it the right way, or it doesn't work. So that's why.
Zenith.
But Drake can go in and add 1 hit and 5 points damage if he wanted to. I can't change it.
Yeah, so I think what he's going to do is, he doesn't really dabble in that kind of magic very much. So he's going to use his crossbow on... Did it target him? No, it didn't. There we go. Wolf 10.
Did.
Wow, what a hit.
9 points to number 10. Yeah, he's down.
Yeah, and he's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet towards that. Start reloading his crossbow.
Oh, Drake, when you go to edit that, is there only one place to edit it or two?
I don't know. I just did it on your sheet.
Oh, you did? Okay, yeah. Oh, wait, can I do that? Hold on a second. I don't think I can change that either, can I? No, I can't. Okay.
GMO.
Because in the combat, in the party sheet, there's your total all-time stats, and then just this session stats, which for all of us except me now they would all match, right? Because this is the first time. But commoners, kill them, kill the commoners.
All right, so the wolf over on Obsidian tries to bite you again. And connects. And bites you in the throat. And
He
starts...
hurt himself.
You're doing the damage to the wolf.
Oh, shit.
We like it. He bit himself.
Good job,
He's
wolf.
confused.
I need to give that back to him. Which isn't that.
Just keep doing it.
I always do it. I always do it backwards. What shit?
That's
There
dead.
was a bug. Control drag doesn't do the heal right now. It's a bug.
Oh,
I
okay.
read that on the forums
so
today.
It wasn't me.
Put it
He had...
You can right
put it
click
back
on
at
it and
5.
invert it and then drag it, and then that'll work.
Or I can just go in and change it to 5 wounds. How come it's not changing it?
Yeah, it shows critical now. He's still unconscious though.
Right, but I can't change it. I had to scroll to do it. And he's not unconscious. Alright, so... And then I gotta give you that damage, right?
You don't have to.
7,
If you don't want to.
which is gonna put you under, so...
Hands off the piece, so hey.
Holy crap, it's 9 o'clock? What do you mean?
Yep.
Fast. We got snow, we got wind sounds, we got everything. Got a guy unconscious.
Neo.
All right. Well, I mean, I heard a person screaming a couple times, off in the distance. And I have my newly acquired friend here who looks to be petting a new puppy. So I'm just gonna keep on like running,
I don't
seeing.
think that's what I'm doing.
You are.
I'm fighting a fully healed.
No, he's almost dead.
No, he's got all his hit points.
Okay, so you're petting a new puppy.
Not a fond of this role playing.
So I'm going to basically run here. I'm going to go ahead and cast Booming Blade with my knife.
And that's a hit.
And I'm going to attack with my offhand.
Oh, a crit. Nice. With an effect, in addition to the standard critical hit damage, your target is stunned for 1 round.
Nice.
Nice. So you smack him hard with the dagger upside the head, and you seem all stunned.
All right, then I'm going to go ahead and continue running with my light source on me, obviously, in the direction. And I see Obsidian and kind of stop because try to get the wolf's attention, be like, "You freaking filthy animal!" Don't like wolves.
Postmates.
So,
ding ding. Ring ring. The guy's here.
yeah, this one moves in from up north. You see him like crouching down, looking at Grun. Obsidian, you see him. The wolf like got him by the shoulder, and he's like trying to drag him, and you see Obsidian. He's dark, his total black skin on the snow, and this white wolf and all this white snow coughs up blood onto the wolf, and blood splatters on him.
I see him.
So these wolves are like kind of circling around you, Grun. Moving in from the north. You can hear crying inside. Don't let him in, Daddy! As wolf number 5 that's on
It's still stunned.
CK just kind of gets on his feet a little and looks over at CK, who's like spinning this pole arm, this glaive around, and you can see him shaking his head, trying to shake the stun off.
Can't even shake his head. He can't move in any way. I don't know what happens. All right. Attack.
Nice advantage, because he's a little stunned.
Yes!
And you like chug him through the chest, and the glaive comes out, and got part of his heart on the end of it. It's going boom, 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 boom.
And you can see Obsidian as well, since I have light on me. He's within the light radius.
Alright, so I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, Postmates. I don't know why I think Postmates is what that sounds like.
So the guy at the door, he's reloading his crossbow. He doesn't look very skilled with this thing, though. He like drops the bolt. He's like trying to fumble around with it. And what do you say to him, Arbania, as you're coming up? I mean,
I'm gonna tell him we got wolves out here,
he's like, no shit.
and you got a crossbow, so either give us shelter or give us a hand.
I only have 3 more bolts.
What the? I'm gonna start fumbling around for bolts and toss him a couple.
He's like, come in. There's room for you.
So,
and he's gonna.
Tell him.
I can't see. Well, how far away are these wolves? Can he see those guys out there? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 from the fire. Dimly lit. I'll give him disadvantage on taking a shot at one of those guys out there. He doesn't have it coded. I'm just using his speed.
He should have a line towards Wolf 3, and which is in the light.
I did not. So yeah, he shoots out there and hits one of them. Yipe! Dennis.
I gotta remember what the hell my name is.
Dennis Quaid,
all right, so,
man.
Yeah, Dennis Quaid, man. And that did target him. Good deal. So he pulls the crossbow up again and looks off at Wolf 3 over here. Now, what is the 80? So yeah, he should be in. That's 75. Cool. Oh, I see. Mouse over your. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Nice. All right. Come on, dodge, bastard.
Like jumps out of the way at the last second. Grun.
All right. Grun is going to point his middle finger at number 3 again and zap him with an Eldritch Blast.
Number 3. Wow.
It's far away, and then I'm going to use my movement to head south.
What's the range of Eldritch Blast? 120?
20, yeah.
240 for me.
Oh, 240 for him, right?
Good lord.
I can shoot far away.
Sorry.
As long as you got the light
Spell
source.
sniper.
I'll have to keep that in mind as I'm learning spells.
Light source will be less important to me as of next level.
Okay.
Sorry, I moved the wrong token.
No, you're getting the eyes.
Oh yeah. 120-foot dark vision, even in magical darkness.
Yeah.
Cast darkness on the enemy.
Cast darkness.
He's like getting close, circling around, waiting for his buddies to get a little closer. And we're going to stop at the top of the round as another bunch of howls and
What the
come
fuck?
from as you get up on the ridge line up here. You see 2 more wolves and a very big wolf howl down.
Big
As
Daddy.
you guys see,
That's Big Daddy waiting for us.
Big Daddy, yeah. As you see up on top up there.
Oh my god. How do you make the
And
map?
that's where we're gonna
How do
end
you
it.
make the map so that it's like unshade that real quick again, Drake, just because I want to know a Fantasy Grounds question. So how do I make the map be the full thing of my window but without the gray edges? How do you? I can't seem to without literally just manually manipulating it to that position. How do you do it?
You manually manipulate it to that position,
Well,
I think.
there's a right-click view zoom to fit.
Oh, that's exactly what I was looking for. Zoom to fit. Thank you. So this map is actually like 16 by 9, or it's not square.
It's a big one, yeah.
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 Okay, that's what I wanted. Thank you. God, it was making me crazy.
It's also on the toolbar on top.
Oh, is it zoom to fit? Like the first one? You mean that one? Fuck me. Thank you so much. I don't know how to use Unity, guys. I just sell shit. I don't
Hey,
know how to
neither
use
do we.
anything.
It's our first day.
Yeah.
And it went without a hitch, I have to say.
It did.
I didn't have any problems.
Turns out
one
the
guy's
only
down.
thing. Say that again, Bob.
One guy's down.
Oh, but we're
Yeah, we got
talking
a
about
guy-
the functionality of the
Oh,
who's
okay.
unconscious.
It's just a van. Nobody cares.
God damn it! God damn that chip noise.
I have to do it once.
Delete that right now. We gotta put a cooldown on your chip noise.
Yeah, one per game.
No, 6 weeks I think is the cooldown for that one.
Once per year.
Yeah, once per year. There you go.
Once a quarter we'll allow it. Just once a quarter.
All right, very good.
Very
everybody.
cool. I
What
like
were you
'em.
gonna say? One thing about Unity? What were you gonna say?
Oh, well, everything worked as far as we know. The mistake that was made on the stats was a user error, not the extension. There's the window thing that we thought we had a problem with, but that's also an extension.
Change making issue.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn that
An
extension
extension.
off,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna delete one of my spell triggers for the little bell ringing that bothers Rob, which isn't a big deal.
'Cause you
After
gotta,
a couple
you gotta
of
get right
sessions,
of
you
that
get
shit.
used
Get
to
right
it.
of it. Get right of it.
I have a
Um,
sound clip that you could use in its place.
Is it crunching?
Yes.
I gotta open a bag of potato chips right now and just start mukbanging your ass right now.
All right, Rob, take us
Um,
away.
Very good. That was awesome.
Next week we'll have the module. So
Yep.
Thanks
Next
for
week
your
we'll
hard work, Drake. Appreciate it.
finish up, and if we
Thanks,
don't
Drake.
die, then we'll play the adventure if we don't die from wolves first.
Yeah, and Obsidian's twin brother Onyx will be ready in the wings just in case.
Yeah, we should all have a backup character because we're about to all fucking perish from the example encounter. All right, thank you, Drake. Thanks, guys. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time. All right, there you go, everybody. That was session 0 of Icewind Dale, and that's how you do it. We will be back next Saturday, obviously, so hopefully you'll all join us on the 19th, and we'll finish up this encounter and then get right into the game. Boom, we got all our characters now, and pretty exciting. We've got what do we have? We have a paladin, a sorcerer, a warlock, another sorcerer, and a monk. So no healers per se. So we'll be counting on you, the chat, to do that, and I hope you all will. Also, what else can I say? Oh, join us on Fridays for Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Join us on Saturdays for this game. Tomorrow, Sunday, if you want to come by, Theodore will be here talking about Engineer Suite 2.0, now known as Fantasy Module Parser. So come on by and learn all about that tomorrow night. Tuesdays, of course, is Robin Nix, Remedies. She's DMing 5e pickup games on Tuesdays. And then Wednesdays is the Round Robin Show. Now, this particular Tuesday, I'll be DMing. And then on the Wednesday show, we have a special guest. Robin is actually on staycation right now, so she will not be available for the rest of the week. She'll be back on, I think, Sunday the 20th. But that's how you do it. Let me give everyone the good night bell. Let me give everyone the end of stream rewards. So if we have any new people, thanks for dropping by. I was hoping that this game might attract a couple new people. There wasn't really opportunity tonight, although someone could have healed Sven, but there wasn't really that much opportunity tonight to use your XP in chat. However, everybody gets an extra 100 XP right there, and you guys can do that, of course, by checking out the store, and those are the items that you can do for the people in chat, negative and positive. What else? Oh, yes, allow me to do my other end of stream spiel for you guys, which is just letting you know different ways that you can participate in the channel. Now, if all you're doing is coming here and watching the game and that's the extent of your participation, that's perfectly fine. All I care about is that you're having a great time and using your time to watch the game and have fun. And there's no expected monetary or any other type of contribution expected from anybody watching the show. However, if you do like to participate, I just put on the channel some commands that you can do. You type in exclamation point and the Discord, and the word, and it'll give you the appropriate link. So Discord, that's a place where we have about 1,400 people talking about Fantasy Grounds and D&D all day and all night. And we also have, in addition to that, my Patreon page, which has levels of support for as little as $1. You can cheer bits, subscribe to the channel, or donate. Now, if you do any of those three during the stream, you will attack the bit boss, which is currently Marbanya at 1650, because he's awesome. And also, you can go to the DM's Guild page, check out the items I have for sale there. Let's just take a look at today's sales. With 45 minutes left to go in the day, today's sales is currently standing at $342.50. Wow, so that's an above average day. There we go. Love it. Thanks to all the people who did purchase items. You can also subscribe to the YouTube channel. We've got over 1,000 videos on YouTube. On my YouTube channel, there's over, I think it's like 1,040 now. You can follow me on Twitter or check out the Facebook business page. The The contest, thank you, Bell. The contest, I think, is ending tomorrow or the next day. Let's look here. I'll put the link, everybody.
Cheerbits in the stream. Thanks for the cheerbits.
Scuba, cheerbits. Thank you, Scuba. Yeah, there's 2 days left, everybody. If you want to win the Insanity Bundle, which is everything I've ever produced on DM's Guild, I think it's around 320 different titles. You can get them all for free by entering this contest. And all you have to do is go to that link, and if you click everything. If you follow me on Twitter, still click that and get the points. If you're already in my Discord, click that anyway and get the points. Because there's, I think, 9 different 7 or 9 different ways to enter. I don't see it here on my screen, but anyway, do all that, and then on the Sunday or whenever it is, I'll draw the winner and I'll announce the winner and email the winner and give them their prize. But that's that only goes on sale for Christmas, like December 24th and 25th. That's really the only time you can buy it, and it's super expensive. It's about $2,500 worth of stuff. Now, when I put it on sale at the end of the year, it's 75% off, so you get a screaming deal on it. But why not try to win it? You know what I'm saying? Do it. Also, let me see if anyone else besides Drake is broadcasting. No, just me. Okay, so I was going to raid the other channels on the network, but it's just me. Maybe Drake didn't even broadcast. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't do that. I think he does not do it because it's he's DMing on my channel, which is a thing that he started doing. Is that it, everybody? I think that's it. 9 ways, 30. You can get up to 30 points. Thank you, Scuba. And feel free to give that link to other people, guys. If I know that it's time, like some people's attitude is like, no, I want to win. The less people that enter, the better it is for me. But there's already, like, I don't know how many people have entered. Let me look and see. I can actually look to see the number of people. The number of entries is almost 3,000, but the number of people that comprise that is 918 maybe. So no, that can't be right. Hold on. Yeah, how do you tell boarding? Oh, no, it's only 171 people. So 171 people have done 918 things to get the points are up to 2896, but it's only 171 people, so pass that link along. Yep, it's 171. So that means 171 did 918 different things, and each of those things are worth either 1 point or 3 points or 7 points or whatever the hell they are. They're weighted differently. So the points end up being 2896. And that's where that gets drawn from, and then it picks one winner. And then let's see, when does it end? Let's find out. Hold on. It ends the 14th of September at the end of that day. So midnight 14:15 is when that ends. Midnight 15 September. So yeah, that's 2 more days. It's actually 1 day and 2 hours and 40 minutes. So it's really only 1 more day. So there you go. So enter it, everybody. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoy your Saturday night or early Sunday morning, as it might be. And we'll see you next time, which will be tomorrow, of course. And until then, good gaming, everyone.